Okay, we waited enough, and I'm not certain why people are not here to celebrate themselves, but we're working in the background to ensure more people get in the room. But yeah, congratulations to everybody who made it up to this thing. And honestly, right now, I feel like singing stand up for the champions. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me early and for making it a date. I'm excited to be here with you today. And of course, I am Aderisola Adio Adepoju. I've been your instructor on the Workplace Foundational Skills Program. And this is batch 4. I'm excited. Batch 4. What? Like this year alone, this is the 4th batch of skilled people in Africa we are graduating. And trust me, like I am so excited to be here with you today because for every time I'm holding this graduation ceremony, it is actually a ceremony. It tells me we are one step closer to meeting the Sustainable Development Goal 8 and 4 in Africa. And together we are going to celebrate because if you've been with me for 6 weeks, even if you took just one lesson, just one lesson, that lesson would have impacted your life positively. So for me, it is a win-win that everyone here has been able to do something positively with their life in this length of time. So I say congratulations to you for investing resources in yourself. And when I say resources, I don't mean money, because money, I agree, you will agree with me, is the least of your investment in the last 6 weeks. You've had to invest a lot of time in this self-development. And that is what I'm saying. Congratulations for investing resources, your time in your own development, and your future self will definitely say thank you for it. Now, I'm going to show you the agenda of how these meetings run. We are going to do introductions. So let's quickly take a poll. As in, where are you joining me from this afternoon? Of course, you know how we run it, your city and country. Where are you joining me from this afternoon? Let me see. People still, because at the onboarding, we had 100 and something people at the onboarding meeting. Today, we are having just, and I'm asking myself, what exactly is it that people don't want to celebrate their own achievements? There is something I do in my life that I always say, big or small. I'm that person that I could complete a bank opening registration process, and I'll go and buy ice cream to celebrate it. I celebrate milestones, big or small. I'm not that person that will say, oh, let me wait till I finish graduating my PhD before I will celebrate. No, when I do presentation 1, I celebrate. Presentation 2, I celebrate. Presentation APC, I celebrate. Defense, I celebrate. Like I celebrate milestones because I love to know that I am improving. And it's been proven that when you celebrate your own small success, you will succeed more. You know why? Your brain automatically pushes you to do more so that it can experience that happiness over and over again. So try my method. Celebrate the small and the big wins. Okay. So let's see how many. Where are you from? Congratulations. Any updates we should know? Waiting for others. Yeah. So nothing has been discussed. Okay, great. Okay, you are just updating things. In Lagos, Nigeria, Port Harcourt, Nigeria, Accra, Ghana, Osun, Nigeria, Abuja, Nigeria, Mika, Nairobi, Cascas, Portugal. So that's 4 countries already. Another Accra, Ghana, Port Harcourt, Nigeria, Ijebu-Ode, Nigeria. I celebrate myself. Brenda from Makundo in Ghana. How are you? So Stephanie from Owerri, Nigeria, Chika, Lagos, Osun State, Nigeria, Lagos, Nigeria, Abuja, Nigeria, Mesuru, Lesotho. So we have 5 countries already. Abuja, Nigeria, Lagos, Nigeria. Hello, Dr. Derisola Faiza. Lagos, Nigeria. Hi, Faiza. Okay, Lagos, Nigeria, Ibadan, Nigeria, Plateau, Nigeria. How are you? So, yeah, Thank you so much for taking our time. Gambia, hey, making six. So yeah, oh, this Adi person is from Gambia. I had no idea, but I remember your name because your name is kind of unique. Now we have 7 countries. We have Harare, Zimbabwe. We have Lagos, Nigeria, Ilorin, Nigeria. How are you all doing this afternoon? How are you all doing this afternoon? Morenica, Lagos, Nigeria. Ah, you do Adetinola. I love your name, Adetinola, from Lagos, Nigeria. So here is what's going to happen. I love this part of this graduation the most. I don't want to be the one coming here to talk and talk and talk and talk. I want to hear from you. So this is what we're going to do today. There's going to be an introduction. We are going to hear from you. Then we're going to talk about your skills application. We are going to have a couple of graduation announcements. We're going to talk about the tech school, the job community, the job opportunities and recruitment partners. We're going to talk about prizes. And we're going to talk about participant spotlights. You want to wait till the end to see the 3 people we are spotlighting in your batch and the amazing prizes we are going to get. Then let's hear from you again. So don't worry, there are 2 times we will hear from you. If you don't speak in the first batch, you can speak at the end of the program. Don't worry, we want to hear from as many of you as possible, okay? As many of you as possible. As someone said, I'm in Delta State, Nigeria, though in transit, okay? That's really nice. So how are we going to do it? You're going to use the raise hand button, and we basically want to hear about your experience at the Workplace Foundational Skills Program at the Skilled for Work Academy. So just use the raise hand button. Of course, you people are graduate of the BFS. You shouldn't be struggling with that. I'm not in a meeting now saying use the raise hand button. Someone will now be doing like this in their camera. That one, people know how to do it after taking WFS because they know how to use Zoom well. So we want to hear from you. Some of you have been putting comments, amazing comments on your seller courses, your lessons. I've been seeing your 5-star reviews. I've been seeing amazing prayers and prayers and prayers. Some of your prayers, if I start saying amen from today to tomorrow, I will not finish, okay? I've been seeing those amazing this thing. And I said something to you at the beginning of this thing. I said, it is not until you say, I found a job paying me $10,000 that you've won. Sometimes you do not realize that your prayer points 6 weeks ago, you are leaving your prayer points today. What does that mean? Some people 6 weeks ago, they were really feeling sad on their job because they just know they are not efficient, but they don't know how to upgrade themselves. And today, their sadness has disappeared simply because in their office, they are stepping into the office now and they are happy. They are happy working. Why? Because they now know how to work productively and efficiently. And they don't have to be telling one of their friend that used to tell them, they say, hey, please help me with this diagram. How will I do it? And the person will say, I will see you tomorrow. Come very early tomorrow, so I will show you how to do this presentation. That is not some people's case again. So right now, they are that person who they want to be. That is a win. That is something that has changed. So whenever I say we want to hear from you, I'm not waiting to hear story of, oh, now it is $100,000 kind of this thing. Of course, that is nice. But what we all came here for different reasons, and those are the perspective I want to hear. There was a lady in the last batch at our graduation ceremony, I can't forget that lady, who said, Doctor, you saved me from depression. And I'm like, okay, how is that? Because I've heard a lot of happy things at this graduation ceremony. I've never heard that until her. And I said, how? Then she narrated a story about how she was out of a job because she took a career break for getting married and having a child, and she couldn't just get back in 4 years and all that. She couldn't get back in, and she was already tired at home because she was a career person. She was like, she was getting depressed. Even the marriage was not like really enjoying it because she was getting depressed and all that stuff, until her husband saw this program, just said, they try it. And like that, her life, like the way her life picked up. Even her husband is always saying, you seem to be very happy these days. You seem to be excited. So, Doc, you saved me. Like, and I look at her like, Who would have thought that a program, a course, can save someone's entire life from depression, from not being happy at home and things like that? So for her, the win is not in getting it. The fact that she had hope to know that she is a step closer to wherever it is she's going next. I am narrating that story. I'm not narrating the story of money now. I'm not narrating the story of somebody is now earning 100. I'm narrating that story because that is what's more than money when it comes to me. So I want to hear from you. So just use the raise hand button if you would like to speak, and I will ask you to unmute. And I'm just going to keep quiet and hear from you. So who wants to go first? Maybe we'll take 5 people only, and we'll go on to the other parts of this graduation ceremony. We'll take a maximum of 5 people. So whose hand is up? Let me see. I've seen Oluwatosin, I've seen Stella. So it is in the order in which you raise your hand. I'm going to ask you to unmute. And after maybe a maximum of 5 people, we are going to proceed with the other part of this graduation ceremony. So Oluwatosin, please take it away.
All right. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon,
everyone. Congratulations to us for achieving this milestone. It wasn't an easy one, but we are here today. So I just want to say thank you to Dr. Aderisola Adekoji. You've been an amazing teacher. You don't only teach, you put your all into it, as if you know us from somewhere, and you are after our success. You are after our being. I'm so sorry I can't share my screen now because of where I am. So you're not only a teacher, you're also an encourager. You are as if you want us to succeed in every area of our lives. And I'm so grateful for that. I'm grateful for you. And I want to also commend the course itself, SWFS. It is amazing. It is rich because it's the curriculum spent more than a lot of money this year because I'm trying to transition from teaching to the tech world. So I've bought a lot of courses, and as a teacher as myself, I know what I've been buying has been rubbish. But so when I got this one, I was like, wow, this is what I'm talking about. The curriculum is rich. It doesn't start from the beginning. Some courses you take, that's what's supposed to be at the beginning will be at the end. What's supposed to be at the end, but you brought it from the simplest and then take it to especially the last module. The last module is where it's supposed to be. I'm wowed. Anytime I'm watching the courses, I'm like, wow, this woman is really an educator, like she said. She's not just for mouth, and then she's putting her all into it. She's pouring out her heart into it. She has a passion, and then she's following it to the end. So I just want to tell you that I'm so grateful, and I'm so happy that I got this course, and I'll still continue with you because I plan on taking the what's it called now? The internship program. So I'm still with you, and I just want to say thank you to you. God bless you,
Thank you so much, Oluwatosin. Thank you so much for your kind words. And I totally understand where you're coming from because you're a teacher. So I totally understand when you say you take courses and the course is not well arranged. A teacher would always know because you are used to curriculum development, you're used to lesson arrangement and things like that. So when you see a very shitty program, you would know, because even if others are singing, oh, that thing is great, but because of your background, you'll be like, why did this person put this on at the beginning? Why not in the middle? Why not at the end, right? So I said, I understand. And you're not the first teacher who is saying maybe the same thing, because again, when you are an educator, you will understand that beyond the content of the course, the process of the program is very key to learning. So thank you so much for your kind words and for actually seeing all the work that went into that program. So thank you, Oluwat. I will be expecting you on the internship program. We'll be happy to welcome you. So after Oluwatosin, let's have Stella. Stella, please unmute yourself. After Stella is going to be Jimo. After Jimo, it is Adi. And after Adi, it is Basira. And lastly, Khadija.
Good
So,
afternoon, Doctor.
Stella, please go on.
Yes, I said good afternoon, Doctor, and please permit me to
afternoon.
show my screen because I'm at home and it's not a very good place. I'd like to say thank you very much for the opportunity and thanks to all of us. I shouldn't say that I have concluded because I'm still very far based on the kind of responsibility that I have. And perhaps a lot of us may be in my shoes. But hearing your introduction, you said it's good that we celebrate small wins. And that's why that actually encouraged me to celebrate myself at this point. A lot of us here probably have finished the modules. I'm just on module, I think it's still module 3. You can imagine after 6 weeks. But I like to celebrate myself and congratulate myself for the things I've been able to do. This afternoon, ordinarily before this course, I would have looked for somebody to do an organogram, or I would go to Word and I'll be fighting with the boxes. I can create the boxes using Word, but it will be a very big milestone. It will be a very big challenge, sorry, doing it using Word documents. But it wasn't that difficult for me because I had to use Canva, and I used it before. Yes, I used Canva to draw it, and before I knew it, I had done it myself and I submitted it to the person I wanted to submit it to. Like you said, I am celebrating that aspect.
I am happy for you. I am happy for you because I have the same challenge in the past with organogram, and you just go to Canva, you just type it organogram, and it will just come out. You just amend, change it to your color. Like it's just, I know the feeling. I'm smiling right now. I totally understand you. As I understand the happiness. So trust me.
Okay, so I look forward to finishing the course at my own pace. That's the truth.
Yeah.
So long as the course remains, you said it's 1 year, right?
Yes, you have access for 1 year to the course. So don't worry. Just
okay.
Keep doing it at your own pace. I always encourage people, you may not finish with your this thing. The course is there for you to study. So please do not dump it because you need it. It is not, oh, I finished the course. No, you need the course to live your daily life. Okay, so thank you so much for that feedback. And hopefully in the next maybe 3 weeks, you can complete your program at your own pace. Not even if it's not 3 weeks, next 3 months, just make sure you prove as in the efforts and finish. Thank you. So Jimo.
Right, thank you. All right, thanks.
Oyenike.
Hello, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon. I'm so excited to be here. I'm so happy and I'm so glad. Even there is my daughter with me here. I have a daughter of 7 years old, and we've been doing this program all together since all this while. In fact, I just bless the name of the Lord for making me come across your page, because as you do say, I am a PhD student. I do talk about a Gantt chart and all those things. I don't even have any knowledge about how to do meter the network, email, even team, Zoom meeting, all those things. Then during the course of the program, at least I can do so many things. Though there are a lot of challenges along the line, because I don't have time again to watch the course after 2 weeks. And then after watching your model, I think the model is about yourself, how to sell yourself in an interview. At least during the course of this program, I was able to apply that for teaching research assistant, and I was called for an interview, and I was given the research assistantship job. In fact, I'm so grateful. I'm so excited. I'm so happy because there are so many things I cannot do before, and I'm doing it now. So I look forward to join the technical school by November, by the grace of God. So I'll be there. I'm so grateful.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Ma. And again, I'm a part-time lecturer. So you teach us that we should organize our lecture in order for a project for our students in order to work collaboratively. So in my class, I introduced so many things. Most of the teachings that you've taught us that we should apply. So I'm so grateful, and it's something that has been impactful. So thank you so much. More strength. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I'm super, super excited that you got your teaching assistantship job, as in using the learning here. And yeah, I'm really, really excited for you, because trust me, sometimes we don't even go for the opportunity because we are not certain. Let me put it that way. Like, we are not certain if we will do well, but right now, the fact that you say, let me go and sell myself. Now, what's the worst that can happen? As in, this thing that I learned, it will not work. But then you did it, it worked, and here you are. This thing, not just getting the teaching assistant job, you've also been able to apply it in your classroom, in your lecturing classroom, to teach others. And I think for me, whenever I hear a teacher speak at this offboarding, it's always great. For every offboarding I've had, every single batch of offboarding, there's always at least one teacher. In the last batch, we had a teacher and a lecturer. Like, so this is like deja vu for me. And I remember that lecturer said she was teaching communication, if I remember correctly. She was teaching communication at the university. And she said that one of the things she has always had to teach at the university when she gets to the communication module, in terms of visuals and designs, that she will tell them that Canva, they can use Canva for something. But that she would just tell them that, please go and research it. And because that she did not have the capacity to teach that aspect of her job well. And she now came here, and she was not even in Nigeria. She was not even based in Nigeria. She was, I think, maybe South Africa, I think. She now said, but this term, that when it was time for her to teach that particular aspect of her course, she said she stood there in front of the class. She even used projector. She was just doing like this, doing like this. She said, Doc, you don't know what you just did for me, because the amount of confidence in my classroom now, I am the one teaching them. This is how it is done. And I just smiled. And why am I so passionate about teachers upgrading? If you teach one teacher, like, I don't even know how many students are in your class for this thing. I don't know. Maybe you could answer that. I don't know how many students. So what it means is I taught you one thing, and you have spread like the knowledge. So whenever I tell people that my target is 10 million, I say it is ripple effect I'm banking on. What is ripple effect? That I will teach one person, the other person will spread it to the next person. So whenever I see a teacher, I say, so through this teacher now, maybe I'll reach 100 people. I don't know, because that classroom may be big, it may be small, but it means that when I teach a teacher spreads the word. And that for us is an amazing, the impact is mind-blowing. Like, even in the last, but I remember there was a classroom teacher in a public school that they had to appoint her as their tech teacher. Like that, why? Because she taught the children how to use Canva. The children now went for a competition in another public school and they won. Like, I was just happy. Like, you can imagine. As in, when you teach a teacher, like, you are doing more than teaching the teacher. You are teaching hundreds of people because you have taught the teacher. Thank you so much for being an educator, a teacher, whatever, who is upgrading herself.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much. And
I have
where is my tithe? This is your job that you got. Where is my, maybe I should get my tithe. Let's send office address so you can get my tithe and all that. Thank you.
There's no problem. I'll go back to you. Even my daughter of 7 years that can do Canva. She can work on Canva.
Good. Wow. Amazing.
As I was telling her that the program is finishing today, she said, wow, that means we're not going to see Dr. on the screen again. I said, she's still there.
You see now, as you teach a woman, you're teaching children like she's 7. And that's the amazing thing, introducing these digital skills to children when they are young. I remember the first time I showed my son how to use Canva, right? The boy did not sleep till 1 o'clock that day. He was doing everything that he could lay his hands on Canva, designing this. It was super excited because, and this is me that would say, don't touch that phone. But at least this time when he was touching the phone, he was being productive with touching the phone. So trust me, I know the excitement when children discover Canva. They would design it. They would design everything designable. So thank you. Let's hear from Adi. Adi is from Gambia. Adi, let's hear from you.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Congratulations to my colleagues for going that far. And then I'm also thanking you, Doctor, for all the efforts and then knowledge and information that you are sharing. You are one in millions in the Gambia, sorry, in Africa here. We should celebrate you. Today, for me, I should not celebrate my success, but I should celebrate you as an individual. You did a lot. You will not know exactly what you have done, but you impacted a lot to our lives, especially myself. The training is unique. I have been joining other online courses, but this one is an exceptional one. It is unique. It has all the details that I was looking for in particular. So I am saying a very big thank you to you. You being an African, being a lady, and then also being a star. So thank you, and then congratulations to all my other colleagues. Sorry that I'm cooking, I could not share my screen, and then also engage. I would have done more and more and more. But thank you for the knowledge and then
Thank
everything
you
that you
so
did.
much.
Yes, may God
Thank you so much.
bless you
Thank you
and
so
say
much.
everything. And
Amen.
congratulations and good luck to my other colleagues. Thank you all.
Amen. Thank you so much, Adi from Gambia, for the kind words. Like, it's heartfelt. Thank you so much. Let's hear from Basira Oreagba. Basira. There are no men on this call. Hey.
Yes.
Okay, Basira,
Good
please, let's hear from you. Good
afternoon, Dr.
afternoon.
Mary
Good
Sola.
afternoon.
Nice meeting you. Nice hearing from you. Thank you for all this knowledge. For me, yes, I have to celebrate my small gains, because for me, it's going to be a big one. I'm a 53 years old woman. I just started my PhD, but I've been very,
Wow.
very busy. I've been very, very busy with one thing or the other. I'm always traveling. So most of the courses I've not been able to do them, but I've done up to module 3. And then I make sure that I registered my daughter too, Alima Oreagba. So for the rest module, I've been waiting anxiously that during this holiday, she'll be coming home today. We are going to do everything together. So for me, it's something that I've been looking forward to. I just suddenly developed interest in the internet issue knowledge. And then before, I've always been a kind of mother that, oh, don't touch computer, don't touch phone. I've really fought them like, So now when I see them, when I get my assignments and I couldn't do those assignments, these children are the ones that are now helping me do my assignments. I say, wow, look at what I've been fighting my children for. They are now the one. It's only for us to guide them. And then the world we are in now is the world of tech. We cannot do
It's
without
an
it.
online world, exactly.
If we are not there, it's like we are dead.
Yeah,
I see myself as if I'm dead. When I first started my program, I said, how am I going to cope?
Cope.
How am I going to cope? I don't know how to. I don't know Jack. I don't know Jack in. So it's now seeing all this, I just insisted that I must learn it. But because I couldn't follow the step you are taking, I know that I'm going to follow my own, do it step by step.
Don't worry.
And I'm
Don't worry. In fact,
to
especially there's a particular lesson, I think it's in module where I was talking about Google Scholar, using Google Scholar to be very, very useful for you on your PhD program. Trust me on that one.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
God
much.
bless
And I'm
you.
happy
We
you
are so
registered
proud
yourself
of
and your
you.
daughter. Yes, I'm happy. Like whenever I think there are about 2-3 people on this, I think in this batch who registered themselves and their child. And I'm like, oh, this is what I love to see, because it means that the person saying, it's not only me that will see this thing. Like, let's, like, so when I'm talking about, let's set up this thing, there's another person in the house that understands exactly what I'm doing. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much
For joining. And
so much.
it's always for me, whenever I see people in their 50s joining, like I feel like carrying cane and beating the people in the 20s and saying, see, mommy, see grandma joining, and you are here complaining about 1,001 things why you cannot join. Because like, thank you so much, because it's just it's humbling to see that you're in your 50s, you're getting a PhD program, and you're still willing to self-develop. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for the
Yeah.
opportunity. God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Amen. Thank you. So let's have Khadija. Khadija, I've asked you to unmute. Oh, Khadija is not here. Khadija, can you hear me? I'm not sure Khadija is here. So, okay, let's have Amina Jubril. Then after Amina is Aderonke Irewole. Amina Jubril, please, let's hear you.
Hello, good afternoon again, and nice meeting you again.
Nice meeting
This
you.
is the second time we're talking.
Really?
First of all, I love that. I think I love your sorry, my children. I love your what will I say? Your like the way you teach practically, because I am more of an active person and I learn actively in the job. Sorry, this is happening now. So it's more, you have given me more clarity in a way of learning, because most times I find it difficult to just learn just on just like in a normal classroom sitting down. I feel like a person in the dark trying to find its way. But in your program, I was able to you were able to give us that touchlight, like that light, to find more, you understand, to find your one's way in that darkness. And that is what the program has really done for me, because it has really impacted my, not just my professional life, but my personal life, because I can that what's it called, that knowledge, or sorry, I can implement that act to my kids as a single mom. I implement that and like when I learned goal setting, it's not like I wasn't open to, as I wasn't aware of setting goals, but I didn't know how to navigate it. I didn't know how to set goals. But after I learned it, I was able to say, oh, I can even make the kids set goals for their daily goals. Like every day they write what they are doing every day. And I'm hoping to start by next week, as soon as I'm done with my module 7. So it's really been exciting for me.
Thank you so much.
I'm happy
Thank
for
you
the
so much.
distraction.
No problem. Thank you so much, Amina. And I totally understand you when it says what you learned is beyond the content of the course. You learned by observing. Let me put it that way. You learned, like, I understand you. Know why I say I understand you? I don't know if I mentioned it on WFS, but I said I learned. I've been good at teaching, just by default, natural abilities. But the person I can say modeled the way I wanted to teach for me, I did not go to them to learn how to teach. I went to them for an MBA. I will keep saying it every time. Margaret Jackson, she's Ghanaian, right? She came to our MBA class to come and teach us. And while she was teaching us MBA, like she was teaching us business, I sat down in her class and I was learning. Like I think the best thing I learned from her was how to teach, how to facilitate training in the 21st century. So it's like she was teaching me something else, but I was learning something else. Let me put it that way. So when you are talking about, like, the disposition, you are more like learning, see someone teaching in a certain, not beyond what the person was teaching you. You are learning by observation. So when you started explaining, I smiled. I said, this was me in 2018 when I was understudying Margaret Jackson. And after a while, I walked up to her. I said, ma'am, I love the way you teach. Everything you are doing in this class, I am replicating. Then I was teaching at Unilag. I was teaching the diploma school of Unilag then. So she would do something, I would take it to my classroom. And of course, I was teaching chemistry. She was teaching me business. So I was not teaching the content. I was imitating how she was teaching. So thank you for taking beyond the knowledge. Thank you for taking the entire experience with you. And I'm glad that you are interpreting it into your children and setting goals, because the truth is, like, it's a life skill. It is definitely a life skill. It's a life skill. It's important. Yeah, thank you so much, Amina Jubre, for that. And I'm like, and by the way, you don't even look like you have one child. Like your face, I could feel like, okay, this person like.
I have 3 boys. I have 3 boys. One is 9, one is 8, and the other one is 3.
You don't even look like you have one. Like, as when you were like, oh, your children, I'm like, okay, right? As in, so that's a compliment from me. Like, he looks super, 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 extremely young and all of that. So thank you.
Want to do?
I must have muted you this thing. I was trying to unmute the next person, but thank you, Amina, for what you have said. So Aderonke Irewole, please go on.
Good afternoon, ma.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, everybody. Please, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you perfectly.
It feels good to be here. And I want to appreciate you, Doctor. I like your personality. I like you for what you are doing. And I sent you a mail. And I really want to commend you, for heeding to the clarion call to be a blessing to humanity. Yeah. When I stumbled on you, I stumbled on your LinkedIn. I've seen so many people come to advertise their courses, and personally, I have this phobia for anything IT. Yeah, so sometimes I will register for courses I won't attend. Sometimes I'm just scared. So I just took it upon myself that I just have to self-upgrade. And when I saw your page, I just had that instinct that I just have to register for this course. I must force myself, even though I'm struggling. In fact, and I also want to appreciate Madam Esther. She has been very responsive, although she was not able to solve my problem, but then I appreciate the entire team. They've been very, very active. I just talk my heart, to everybody. Thank you very much. And I'm hoping that, because I'm one of those students who have not been able to complete their courses, and I had issues with my seller course. I couldn't access it anymore and all that. And I'm not stopping here. Even when I finish this one, I want to proceed. I'm going to make sure I complete every stage of this program, because I'm giving myself that challenge. I know I'm very busy. I'm a travel consultant. I do presenting. I do a whole lot of stuff, but I just know that I just have to be in the IT world. I have to go techie. So I give myself that challenge, and I'm really grateful that, yes, I'm in the right place. I just have this, have this thing that makes me feel I'm in the right place. And I really appreciate all of the courses. The courses are really interesting. I just need that time to settle down to really digest everything. So thank you very much, ma. God bless you. God bless your team. Thank you.
Thank you so much for trying to be techie. Let me tell you that. Thank you so much for trying to be techie, because I think the fear is just in our hearts. Because for me, whenever people tell me, like, you seem to not get annoyed when people ask you seemingly silly questions, I say, I remember myself at the very beginning of this tech journey, like it was yesterday. I said, I did not learn tech. I said, I learned tech in third year of my PhD. I said, trust me. I remember clearly how I will ask a very, like what they will call stupid question. And someone will look at me like, you know, that kind of, how can you ask that kind of question? So for me, I will say you are such a different teacher. I said, it is because I felt the problem. Like compassion must enter because I remember very well. In 2019 here, it is not far, 5 years ago, I was going to do a website for my fashion business. And the website said, how many pages website do you want? I said pages as in how? Do you mean book? As in I do, like I was that non-techie. When somebody is asking, I did not know that page, like you know what a page is on the web. I did not know it was referred to as page. And I was explaining that I just wanted to, you know, a person was asking me how many pages, like a many pages, so I would know how much it would charge me. I said, how, like how? Is it not to display websites? As in, and whenever I remember that now, I'm like, trust me, it is not book brilliancy and being educated. They are two different things. They are just two different things. So whenever I say, and the truth is, being technology savvy, it is no longer a choice. It is no longer, oh, I can get by without it. No one can get by without it these days, if we must be truthful to ourselves. So I say it has become a must. It's like you saying you have a set primary school leaving certificate for you to say, oh, I have, you know, basic digital skills or at least basic tech skills. So I understand you when you say, I used 3 months to learn.
That's true.
January 2020 to 2020. Hey, I learned. I learned. So I used 3 months and it was a very busy time in my life. I was trying to run my fashion business. I was teaching at university, and I was about to start I Train Africa. So but you know, I am happy I made that choice in 2020 here. So I say this story all the time to encourage anyone that feels like, how will it now be that I'm not going to learn tech at my age? I said, still, is anytime we wake up, that is our morning. And they will say something in pidgin, say, wait till you know no senior you. Like, you don't know it, you don't know it. Go and learn it in peace. So I'm glad that you decided to start your tech journey and become tech savvy. Don't worry, 1 year access to the course. Learn at your pace, just don't dump it. Don't dump it because you will thank yourself for it. You will really, really thank yourself for it because that is always the differentiator. There are so many good professionals, good people in their distant leaders who the only limitation they have while they've not gone global is because they cannot operate basic digital tools. They cannot operate softwares. They don't even have the information, not to talk of operating. They don't even have the information about the existence of basic workplace skills. So well done. What takes you from being good to being great in terms of the global standard is your ability to at least have digital skills to thrive in your space. So thank you and God bless you. So let's hear from Khadija. Khadija, you were trying to unmute the last time, but I think we couldn't hear you. Khadija. I'm unmuting you, Khadija.
Good afternoon, Dr. Clarity. Thank you. I just want to appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you for mentoring me. This is not how I used to be before. I did project management last batch. So when I registered for the project management, I have no idea of the foundational course. I wasn't struggling like that, but I have some little idea. I registered for this foundational course, so I'm now a pro. Thank you. This is not how I used to be before. I'm proud of myself now. Thank you. Thank you very much. May Allah bless you. May Allah bless your family. Thank you.
Amin. Thank you so much, Khadija, for this comment. So because we're in a hurry, you probably just want to run through this and run through the other programs. Stephanie, let's 1 minute, and Abimbola 1 minute, and Augustina 1 minute. Please, no other person, raise up your hand. Let's wait to the end of the program. But because these three are the reason of 1 minute, Stephanie, Abimbola, and Augusta. So Stephanie, please, let's get this done. Stephanie Nanji. Stephanie, I'm asking you to unmute.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm so fine, and I don't even know where to start right now. Honestly, I want to thank you so much for this program. I feel like crying right now. This program is it's been really helpful. And I also want to use this opportunity to thank my husband for enrolling me to this program. Like, it's been a life-changing experience for me. You know, I thought I knew how to operate a system before, but it was a joke. Like, this program opened my eyes to a lot of things. And today, it's not just only good for professional reasons, also personal. For instance, today I had a lot to do. I was super tensed. And the next thing I started hearing your voice, Dr. Clarity. Okay, you said this is a tax, break it down, create SOPs for it. I was like, oh my God, what's happening? So I had to make it a tax. I broke it down into smaller tasks. And
yeah.
Oh my God. Thank you so much, Ma. Thank you so much for answering this call. Thank you so much for, honestly, I don't know what to say. And my daughter knows how to work on Canva right now. I'm super grateful. May God bless you. May God bless all you do. I can't thank you so much, Ma. Thank you. Thank you. I'm super
Thank you. And all the amazing husbands that are registering their wives. Thank you.
And I want to say something also, that this is the first online course I've ever finished. Like, thank you, Ma. Thank you. Thank you.
So much to me, like, what? Because I know, like, I had to do a lot of motivation on that course, because I said, this thing I want to teach is plenty, but let me be motivating them so that they can finish it, because they really need these things and all that. So thank you to your husband for investing in you, and well done for passing on the knowledge to your daughter. Well done. To all the mothers that are passing on knowledge, we see you. We see you. So, Stephanie, thank you so much. Abimbola Lawi, our Port Harcourt person. Abimbola Lawi. Abimbola.
Good evening, Doctor. Good evening, everyone. I'm just smiling here. I had to pick my phone. Yeah, I've unmuted. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you perfectly.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I said I had to pick phone, and I scrolled back to June 22nd when I chatted with Muniat, with the iTrain officer, Muniat, iTrain Africa. Before then, I had done a project management course. But somehow, in fact, maybe one thing missing. And so every evening, I'll pick up my phone and I'll be scrolling, on Instagram. You know how it is when you've checked something before, and how, on your feed, it keeps on coming. I was seeing other posts, other sponsored ads, but it was not just. Then I came across iTrain Africa. I checked, it was 9:22 on the 22nd of June, and I was chatting with Muniat till 11 night, asking her questions. It was just like theory. I just needed, the practical skill. I knew something was missing. I knew that I didn't have the confidence to say, oh yeah, come and hire me. I'm a project manager now, So I with Muniat that day, and I registered for the soft skill, technical skill, and internship. But I started with the technical skill, project management. And I remember the first and I was so lost. They were like, then the next thing, the people in my team were like, like, okay, let's be working collaboratively. Can you see my screen? I say, hey, they can share Google, Google Sheets and all that. So many things I didn't know. So, it convinced me, just like I had known that something was missing. I just knew that I was in the right place. And after June 22nd, I didn't bother going to Instagram again to scroll or check for any other, school or any other online training thing. I just knew that I was in the right place. It's been a wonderful experience with the project management training and the soft skill training as well. Honestly, it's just been a wonderful one. I particularly enjoyed the first quiz on knowing your personality. I've never done it before. I've seen it, but I didn't take it serious. But this time around, I took it serious, and it made me know who I am, which honestly is very important for everyone. And then the test on getting to know, tell me about yourself, knowing my goals, my values, writing them down. Reading, I was like, so I have all these achievements, and I didn't take it serious. And then what makes me different? All that, writing it down. Honestly, it was just so amazing for me, and it's been a wonderful experience. And I'm looking forward to more trainings, internship. Who knows? Maybe GOP and all that. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Abimbola. And trust me, it's just, I know. I have people with certifications in project management joining this school. You're not the only person who has joined. Maybe in this batch, I don't know. I didn't count, but I'm sure if I sent out an email and say, if you took a project management, whatever, before you joined this academy and you couldn't still work, I'm sure I'll be able to count quite a number of people. So I totally understand when people are telling me, in our inbox, when people come and ask us certificate, I says, Nancy, how many certificates do you have? Some of you have 3, you have PhD, you cannot still work. I beg, can you keep this thing first? And let's talk about the one that will allow you to be able to work, because don't stop focusing on what is no longer required in the true sense of it. So please, thank you so much for your words about you just sticking with Skill for Work Academy, because it just tells me, validates the fact that when I created this academy, I said I wanted to be a skills-focused academy leading to global employability. Should we decide with people to issue global, that's just going to be an addition. It's just going to be like, okay, you want to get that particular certificate, pay for it and this thing. I said, but my focus, it should be on people, because that was the gap in the market. There are a lot of institutions offering certifications that carry name, but you still end up not being able to do the job. So what are we talking about? Why are we so focused on paper? And the true thing of people getting the job done? There was someone that came to my clarity session yesterday. The guy said he had done procurement certification, he has done this, he had done that, he had done plenty of things, and he had applied for 70 plus jobs after these certifications, and not even one has called him for an interview. I said, guy, get yourself into WFS, because I said, no one is going to test the knowledge in your head because you don't even know how to apply. You don't know how to sell yourself. What is stopping you is not because you don't have procurement knowledge. What is stopping you because you don't have the foundational skills that will get you in the door. You do not have a good CV. You do not have a good cover letter. You don't even know how to sell yourself. So what is stopping you? It is not like you keep packing certification for certification, thinking that is why. But guess what? They're not even looking at your certification right now. They did not even get to that point because the email you sent was not formatted. Like, do you understand? So what will get you in the door before they open your certification? You don't even have it. So your problem is not the certification. Can you fix your problem? And that is one of the things I always say, gap analysis. Let's know what you need before we start putting money on what you don't need, right? So thank you, Augustina. I think Augustina is the last person I said was going to speak after Stephanie. So what's going to happen is Chika, Nele, and Fatima. After the second time we are going to speak, let's speak then, because we've already taken 10 people with Augustina Ogundare. Augustina, please go on.
Oh, good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, Dr. Adere-Isola.
Good afternoon.
I'm so excited. I'm not the kind of person that gets excited over everything. But this one, I felt I would not talk, but I just felt if you don't say anything, then you haven't done justice to what you have learned. I'm 61 years old.
Oh, wow.
What I've learned from this, I can't compare it to what I have learned all this while. I've done so many online courses. All they will just tell you is Google, ask Google, like you said sometimes, but your ask Google is not really as much as the other ones. They will not teach you anything. And this is more of a workshop. You learn and you do it. And that makes you to get to know all these things that has been taught. I so much doff my cap for you. Thank you very much. And I'm sure as many as will come for this program, they will learn not even what they will have paid for. Because immediately I saw it, I just felt, let me just register for it again. It's just like one of those programs. But what I've learned is more than the 37,000 I paid. And at the time I was paying, I had less than 40,000 in my account. I said, hey, wow. Shay, you don't come again. And my children said, Mommy, this one again. I said, just let me do it. But this time, they now saw the excitement was different from other ones. And they said, okay, at least some things. So the things they do. And I just tell them, okay, I can do this. I can do this. Hey, you will learn it. You will know how to do it. I know you will not relent. But I'm on leave right now. And I'm sure by the time I resume, I'm going to put so many of the things I've learned into practice. And I'm sure my students that have been saying you're a wonderful teacher would now tell me that, this woman, where did you come from? And I'm sure I will get back to you on that.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you. Like another teacher in the house, right? Another teacher in the house. Thank you so much, ma'am. Like, what? In the last set, we had a 57-year-old, but I think so far, at least, maybe there are people that are older, I don't know, but like in terms of what we know, you're probably like the oldest person that's joined this program. So maybe that's another milestone, another record, a sexagenarian in the program. And I'm just, wow. I'm just wowed as in at this point. And thank you. That is all I'm going to say. Thank you so much, because I want to continue to learn at your age. Let me just put it that way. So it gives me like that thing that I'm constantly learning. And if someone in your age range is still learning, as in, what? We don't have an excuse to every other person that is here. So I'm going to, please, 3 people, I see their hand raised now. You are going to speak. Trust me, you are going to be the first 3 people to speak in the second half of this session, but we need to continue at this point since we had 10 people speak. So please do not just leave your hand raised. That's Chikamele and Fatima and Oluwato Biolatoye. Finally, we have a mailman who is ready to speak at this meeting, right? We have a mailman who is going to speak. So, and I also see you, Adeyemo. So Adeyemo will be the 4th person. Then I think Elizabeth is the 5th person when we come back to this thing. So 5 of you, and Michael is the 6th person. So we have 6 people for the second round of speaking. So yeah, we officially did it and we are done with this and we've done this. Let's hear from you. Now I want to speak a bit about skills application, because even if you are celebrating here, please let's be we need to get to the serious part, which means that we are all excited about learning. Now, I have learned. Please, when I told you, what did I say my school is? I said my school is a Global Employability Academy. What does that mean? What does that mean, Global Employability Academy? It means that we are what? We are teaching. We always say we are SDG 4 focused and SDG 8 focused, meaning I want to use education to cause decent work and economic growth in Africa. Chicken na, full stop, c'est fini. Meaning, when we take this education What is it leading to? I said, please, enough of us. We will do BSc, MSc, MBA, PhD. And please, this is me even talking to myself. I have all these things, right? I said, but when you now say, oh yeah, work, voila. Work in the global space, wahala. So please, I always say, we are excited about learning. We are excited about learning. I completed our program. I know you completed it. Congratulations, we've done all that. But how will this learning translate to the economic growth of Africa? We cannot grow in Africa if we are not growing as individuals. It is how you are able to contribute your work. And again, my job is to ensure that I equip you with the skills you need for the workplace. My job is done. Your job is to ensure those skills are translating to you getting the kind of jobs you want, translating to you getting the employment you want, because it is in you being, like, let me take for instance, this particular meeting that we are currently doing, I am streaming it to YouTube, right? I have taught you how to do that. This meeting that I'm in, AI Companion is here with me. It is taking summary of this meeting. I want you know that they will not be telling you, Fatima, that meeting that we did last, your boss will not be saying, what did we even say in that meeting? What did we say in that meeting? And everybody will say, I think you said, if you had only employed AI to take minutes at the meeting. When they say, what did they say in that meeting? The way you will start talking about, okay, one of the highlights of that meeting is this thing, right? One of the highlights of that meeting, whereas if it's AI that is helping you, you will not be thinking that, they will not be thinking that what? You are a superstar. You are a superstar, like this girl's brain is fire, whereas it is AI that is helping you. That way you are contributing, because when you are able to give them a quick breakdown of what took place in that meeting, your meeting becomes more productive. The time you people will be saying, sir, let me remember. 10 minutes has gone. At the end of the day, you would have done what you're not supposed to do in that meeting. You would have been talking about nonsense. So you don't say, can you remember previous meeting? This is what we said. So you people have spent 2 hours, wasted your time in a company meeting where you should have been talking about something different, but because there was no minute from the last meeting, you are talking about this and da. You see how all these small things leads to the lack of productivity in our workforce. The next time your boss say, oh, I want to hire this thing, secretary, you'll be asking, please, for what purpose? We need someone to take it. You say, add the money to my money. I will drop you and it doesn't even take anything away from you because you're using AI. And you are going to give them an outstanding summary of meeting. That way you are earning more and you are not even expending more energy. So look, I am here to now say, all the things you have learned from me, I have showed you practically how to use it in the workplace, but you need to internalize it. No matter what you learn from here, if you do not internalize it, I kept shouting in my distance, I said, think through it, design thinking, think about how can I creatively employ what I have learned in every situation I find myself, whether I'm selling puff, I am selling pepper, I am working in this thing, I'm doing research at Firo, like every sector of life. I gave you practical examples of how you turn these skills into this thing. What you do with it is left with you. Now, some people now say, okay, what can I do? I have done WFS. Doc, I do not have anything I want to do right now. The only money I gave you, I had is 40K and I've given it to you. Now, Doc, this thing I finished now, I want to go and pitch myself. I want to do the selling model. The selling model, I want to pitch myself to someone. Let me even go and try it if it will work. By the way, there's somebody in your batch who has already sent us a testimonial. That particular selling model, they use it to pitch to somebody. Like they use it to pitch to somebody on LinkedIn. The person said, oh, wow, let's get into a meeting. They got into the meeting with the person. The person is like a CEO of an organization. Let's just say before the meeting ended, they offered them a job. And I am not even joking. Like, they wanted to try it and say, this thing that Doc said we should do. Let me try it now. Let's see if it will work. She did it and it worked. Like, she's like, okay. Like, really? I said, I will teach you something to not work. It is not me. Because I've tested it. Do you understand? I've tested it. Just carry the template format, do it, but don't go and fall my hand there, because if you did not learn all the digital skills, all the things, by the time you get there, you would have sold yourself. There is a reason I put the selling module as module 6. I was very intentional. And there is a reason I don't grant you access until I do. I would be doing it one week. I say, if I grant you access to everything up to module 6, you will jump module 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You will come to module 6, come and be doing LinkedIn and cover letter. And guess what? You will sell yourself, but you'll be selling rubbish. They'll not be saying that person graduated from SFW. I said, me. Did you take my course? How did you get to module 6? Do you understand? So they were like, this was carefully thought out. I said, many of you are paying for this so that you can see my CV, you can see my cover letter, my LinkedIn. I said, I will not give you until week 5. Do you understand? Because I need to build that skills. So when you go and sell, you're not selling rubbish. There's too many fluff out there these days. Fluff. Like, people will interview well, they will look good on CV. My sister entered the company, fluff, nothing, like nothing. And I don't want you to go and start presenting that kind of light. So please, if you are in this meeting and you jumped your courses, you jumped it, and let me wait for them to give me access to the list, I'll just go to the last minute. You are doing yourself a disservice. I did not carefully arrange that thing in that order for you to jump to this thing. You would think, you've heard people speak today say, oh, I thought I knew computer. I thought I knew how to do digital skills. When I entered the course, I realized, oh, more, this is different. It is because do I call myself privileged to have experience across the 4 major sectors: the entrepreneurship, the 9 to 5, the academia, and the freelancing. I'm privileged to have had work experience across it. So my perspective is really unique, which is why it is easy it wasn't easy to put the WFS together, because I used 3 years to keep continually develop the curriculum, but it was like, it could come to me to put those things together. So do not throw it out, because I am not sure there's any other person online who will teach you with such a diverse perspective. I am not, and this is not me trying to, because the truth is, they may get it very well as a professional, they may get it very well as an entrepreneur, but they don't have the perspective of the intersection. That is the truth. So please, you are here, you did not finish, you want to jump, don't jump. Go, and you have 1 year, study it. The good thing is, the kind of course I have, if you like, the studying it alone, you will understand it. That's just the truth. You will understand it. So please take your time to this. And now with WFS, you can become an executive assistant, a virtual assistant, a customer service representative. You can be an online educator. You can assess courses, like someone that has this kind of online school. The current person that assesses the course at the SFW is an alumni of this thing. You can be assessing courses. You can do program coordination. The current person that does my program coordination, Ghania, at the iTraffica Foundation, who interns are now reporting to. Currently, 5 interns are reporting to Moina at the iTraffica Foundation. She is an alumni of this. Community manager, Chineye, who is currently my community manager, finished from batch 3. You are batch 4. Chineye finished from batch, and Chineye is going to speak to you at some point in this about what is next, about community job board and things like that. Chineye is going to come. Chineye finished from batch 3, okay? And she applied for the job and she got into it. So whenever my assistant, Moina, same thing. Virtual assistant, I have Esther, who is this. Like, I always say, please, whenever I say these are the things, it means people that have finished from my academy have done these things with only WFS. So I always say, jobs that only soft skills, I don't like to call my course soft skills, jobs that only workplace foundational skills can help you do. Apart from this 7, there are so many of them. Because you know what you have learned on WFS, go to LinkedIn, apply what I taught you. Go and look for all this kind of, combine the titles, executive assistant, online assistant, combine all these words together and find roles with similar titles. I say, all these things they want me to do on this job, based on what I learned on WFS, can I do it? Shoot your shots. I have shown you how to operate the LinkedIn thing. I've shown you how to do skills mapping when you find a job. Okay, what do I have? What don't I have? I have shown you how to sell yourself and get into the person's inbox. I have given you template of a CV and a cover letter. I have shown you even the basics to do on your LinkedIn to get this done. I have given you a template. When you get the job, I say, oh yeah, this is how you structure your life on the job. Now, I always say, I cannot like you past yourself. I like you, but you have to like yourself enough to convert the knowledge into money. How do you convert the knowledge into money? That is what we are talking about now. Get it done. I said, nobody, I said, if I say, give me job, you don't give me job. Like, I said, I don't understand. If I'm going on the road, you see on my head, it will be on my head that that person rejected me yesterday. Maybe, how did I build my muscle of rejection? It is through global opportunities application. I applied for 1.5 years on my PhD. I was applying every single month and they were saying no. And I would say, next. No does not mean I'm not good. It is just possible that things they didn't align for me there. I was applying. If I show you my Excel sheet of the things I've applied for in my life in terms of global, but when I was looking for grants to do my PhD, you will pity me. But I learned for every application I did, I learned. I got rejected, I learned. I got rejected. There is no failure in my dictionary. I said there's only learning curve. I told you on the WFS. I don't fail, I learn. If it does not work, I learn. It's that simple. So don't come and say, Doc, I reached out to one person in the DM, they ignored me. Is it today? And like, I don't understand. They ignored you. Next person. Okay? So please, it is important that you know that you can do all these things, find similar job titles, go. In fact, I always say sometimes, when I want to check myself, even and say, Darren, are you still very good at this application thing? Just try it first. Just try it. Let me see if I'm still in the game. I said, let me try and see if what I'm teaching people still works. I will try. I say, they call me. I say, okay, I don't need that thing. Like, you know, I was testing if what I know is still valid. So please get into the market and excel. Announcements. Now your flyer is ready and the student success manager, Esther, will drop a link where you can use to create your own flyer for your announcement. She's going to drop you a Canva link and please go ahead and announce your graduation. Don't worry, your own, not batch 1, your own is batch 4. So the link she's going to drop for you. Go ahead, announce, tell everyone you are now skilled, you have workplace skills to be able to work. Tag us on LinkedIn at Skilled for Work, at iTrain Africa, just Skilled for Work, iTrain Africa, right? You'll find us, tag us, let's repost on our Instagram stories. We'll be happy to repost you. Spread the word about your achievements. I always say it is important to celebrate your wins. Your brain will be telling you, oh yes, this person has won. Let me go and find out more wins. Let me go and find him more wins. Celebrate your wins. Go and oppress people on LinkedIn. Technically, when people have been oppressing you, celebrate your wins. Please remember, there are 3 major things that is required in the technical. I've talked about the job you can do with soft skills or with workplace foundational skills. Like the name of it is foundational. Not all jobs can be done with foundational skills. You want to become a project manager, you need to take extra knowledge. Product management, content creation, digital marketing, all those things you need to take extra knowledge. They are technical things. So please, I always say you can start from foundational knowledge. You need to do a top-up. You need to upgrade. And I said something at my clarity session the last time. I said, if you are in this room, you're a professional, and you're in the middle to the senior level of your career, project management is not optional for you. I always say, do not take project management as a career. Like, how do I explain this? If you are a professional, a working professional, and I'm not even saying don't transit. I do not say go and transition into program management. I'm just saying that for your level of career, project management is a life skill. It is not like I'm doing project management as a course to go and work as a project manager. It is a life skill because you cannot be in the middle of your profession, going to the senior level and not have projects to manage, not have people to manage. People report to you. You need to manage that thing. So if you are in the middle to the senior level of your career, please, 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 I always say, that is why you will see organizations that are probably structured and everything. When their people get to the mid-management level, they enroll them for project management. Why? Is it because they want to make them project managers? No. It is because at that level of management, you need knowledge of project management to manage your own job at that level. So that is the first recommendation, because when I'm talking about technical skills, you can either be doing it as an upskilling thing to better your job, or you are doing it as a career path. For instance, if I'm an entrepreneur and I am I'm a knowledge entrepreneur, right? And I do product every entrepreneur is innovating products. If you are at that level, then your business, you have already plateaued, like, oh, you are doing small things here and there, and you are just feeling like there is a better way to innovate products in your business. Trust me, there is a better way. There is a global way of innovating product that goes from, like, this is what you do. There is a better way of doing it. You just don't know it yet. So I always say, I'm not talking about it, someone like just starting business that is just trying to put their shit together. I'm talking about someone like, oh, they've stabilized and they now want to say, oh, I want to start bringing out innovative products. I need somebody to think about product innovation with me. Because in your business as an entrepreneur, you are the only person thinking about business, about product innovation. Every other person is thinking about the operations and everything. But you must constantly be thinking, this product we are selling. By the end of the year, people will not be buying it again. What are we going to innovate next? That kind of a person. That person, I'll probably recommend a product management course to them, not because they want to become a product manager, but because they need it to support their own current career path, which is the entrepreneurship and innovating products to sell to the market. So please take note of that. And there are some people that are already product managers, because I know there's a friend of my sister's who is an entry level in the bank, but then after they did that, all those normal posting, they put her in the product innovation and growth of that organization. And she's lost. Like when I say she's lost, she's in the job, but again, they don't teach product management in school like that as a course, as in the undergraduate level. So someone like that probably needs to get on a product management fast. And that was exactly what Hope did. Hope, even she got that international this day, next thing she did was what? She said, Doc, let me register for this role, because she needed it in her job. Why? Even if they employed her as a project manager, right? But they are innovating products in her team. She's working with a team that is innovating products. So she said, I cannot be managing this project and not be understanding all these my DevOps, all people that are developing these products, this tech product. Sheets they are saying, I don't know the technical terms. I don't know what they are saying. So someone like that, she paid us for both product management and project. Why? She was working as a project manager in a tech organization that they are developing softwares and all those things. So what is this person going to do? So you expect that you will come and do project manager and say, okay, let's call meeting. And they are doing meeting. And the development people are telling you something. So when we get to the something RAM of that distance, you are saying, what are you talking about? You cannot effectively do your job because you do not know what they are talking about. So in her case, she needed project management course to do project management, but she needed to understand product management because that's the team she's working with was innovating products. So I always say there are some programs you take because you want to start that career path. There are some programs you take because you are in a career path that you don't understand what is happening at your stage of life, and you need to get your shit together in that career path so that you can upgrade. So you are either taking a technical course to upgrade, or you are taking it to start to transition in that career path. Whatever it is you do, please check out the 3 technical programs we have, which is a content creation, project management. Chinenye will talk more around that. Then internship placements. I wanted to say something about internship, but Chinenye would probably talk more. I said Chinenye will come and talk to you about the job community and things like that. But what I wanted to say about this internship is, it is not for everyone. It is not, I always say we offer it simply because it's a gap and it's just a gap. So it is not for everyone because some people have been working, they don't really need that experience. They've been working and they are fine, right? So they don't need that. It's not for everyone, but Chinenye will probably talk about, all the details. Now, please, you can level up and proceed to the technical skill school that is starting on November 7. Registration closes on November 4. And of course, I'm sure you know that it is this thing. So here is it. It is closing on November 7. Classes start on November 7. Yeah, on November 7, but on November 4, registration closes. And if you need recommendation about which of these three you should want to take towards the end of this program, you can ask questions. So Chineye, please use the raise hand button and Chineye will come and talk to you about this job commit because she's our community manager and she's an alumni. She'll probably tell you a bit about her experience. I'm sure this is deja vu for her because she's saying, the last time I was in this meeting, I was a graduate and I'm here now speaking to every other person, not as a graduate. And this Chineye, please use the raise hand button and I can then unmute you. I can't see, where is she? Chineye, please use the raise hand button. I don't know, I've seen you in this meeting earlier, but I can't see you now. Okay, now I can see you. Okay, you have even unmuted yourself, right? Chineye, you're not the co-host. Chineye, you're the co-host, so you can unmute yourself, please. Chineye, we can't see you again. Oh. Is it your network? Can we still see Chineye? I'm not sure. So while we are waiting for Chineye to come on board, let me say one. Okay, Chineye, I've seen you here. Chineye, I'm making you the co-host again. Chineye, I just made you the co-host. Okay, yeah, we can hear you now, but I can't see.
Okay. You can still see me?
Yes, I'm just seeing yours.
Can you see me now?
Yes, I can see you now.
Network has been terrible. It has been throwing me off and on and off and on. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. It's so nice to see us all. And I've been listening to our stories. I've been hearing us particularly excited about all the moms that joined with their kids. It's so amazing. You know, just a couple of weeks ago, Doctor and I were talking about the kids aspects of this WFS and the fact that not just parents, but children as well can learn this skill. And you'll agree with me that any skill that you start learning on time, you master it quicker and faster. So if you are a parent here and you joined, please go and register your children. Tell them that there is something more important than video games, something more important than PS5 and all. They should come and learn WFS. And the amazing thing is, once they start up on this journey, there is no turning back. You become so excited at what your mind can uncover, and you just pick it up from there. So you are doing your kids a favor. All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Enough of that. I'm Chineye Chukwu, and I am the community manager for the SFW alumni community. And I am here to, first of all, congratulate you on this feat. Completing this journey is not an easy one. So you should clap for yourself. After this meeting, get a glass of wine and throw a party for yourself because you truly deserve it. I am here to welcome you to the alumni community. We have different sections out there in the community. We have the job board, which is one of our key features. I see a lot of people have been wondering, what can I do with WFS? Thankfully, Doctor has done justice to that. She explained very well, and I heard her telling you about my journey, right? And that's it. That's the beauty of working remotely. I am not just working as a community manager here. I am also doing my internship. So you see, in fact, I am in a meeting with my other team members on a particular job we are doing for the organization. So you can work remotely. You can even juggle more than one job. It depends on you. Thankfully, you have learned, I'm sure we all went through the module about how to structure yourself, structure your life, and all of that. So the WFS offers you that amazing opportunity. Even if you say, oh, maybe I want to just start applying for jobs, that's why the job board is there. Jobs are posted daily, and we don't just post random jobs. I can assure you, these jobs are jobs that are verified, not just from any platform. They are verified from LinkedIn. They are jobs that we have taken time out to curate particularly for you. Please don't join and just keep looking. Click on those links. In fact, begin to do a gap analysis of what maybe you have not completed your modules. Begin to do a gap analysis. Look at those job requirements and see how you can align yourself with them immediately. You will see how you can kick the ground and kick the ball rolling already. So that's one thing. Another thing in the job community we do, we share daily tips. You are getting job tips, resume tips, personal development tips, as well as other activities. The spotlight event, I personally came to invite you people in your community because I wanted you to see yourself in the eyes of someone who has passed through the journey that you have just been through. And I'm very happy that a lot of us attended that spotlight session. We'll be holding more of that more often. And in fact, I was listening to your stories and I already have people from this community that are going to be prospective members of the spotlight session already, because your stories are so amazing and you epitomize the kind of impact that we want to bring to Africa, that we want to bring not just to Africa, to the world at large. You would agree with me, right? So yes, I will drop the link to the job community. You will join now. Just join. Our people say as it dey hot. So you will join it as it dey hot now in this group. Another thing we'll do then, we are also creating some other activities which we'll be doing very shortly. You would see them as soon as you join. And they include, we will be having town hall meeting. Okay, town hall meeting where we want to check up. What have we done so far since you left the community? Since you finished your program, where are you now? What do you need to do to get to where you need to get to? And so many things are involved in the job, the alumni group. It is not just for you. We have like this program, this 6 weeks program is like you being in labor. You've been in the womb of WFS. And today is your birthday. Today we have given birth to you. I heard somebody saying, I think that should be Khadija. She was saying, I'm not the person I used to be. And I can relate to that. So now that we have given birth to you, the alumni community is where we want to ensure that we groom you up. And when you get there, please don't relax. Some people come to the alumni community, they are active. Don't relax. So please, we want your ginger in your group. Come there, ask questions, share ideas. When somebody drops a post, engage with everything. And I'm very sure that at the end of it all, you'll be so happy because the WFS has packaged everything. We know that when you finish from your program, you need support, you need a community, you need a network. And that is what we've created for you. So there are so many opportunities that you tap from the community as we go on and on. We'll get to know each other better. I will get to know each and every one of you as well. So apart from the job board community, I will also be talking about something else. Doctor, can I have the next slide, please? Good. I'm talking about the internship. Now, apart from the fact that the job board gives you these job opportunities that are created for you to go and apply, we also know that we are at different phase of our technical journey. And we have this internship placement opportunity for you all. I am currently running my internship. So you see, I am working. I am being paid. Yes, I am being paid though from this community manager job. And I am still doing my internship to further my career. And guess what? It all started from here. So I'm not just telling you stories. I am telling you what is currently happening, how it is happening, and how it is also bettering my condition. And I want every one of you to take advantage of this. Thankfully, at the live workshop where we talked about this, a lot of you registered for the internship program already. And I want you to know that the internship program is not just about the technical skills. You can apply with just your WFS program. We've already talked about the jobs you can do, so I won't want to overflow that. The internship opportunity offers you job experience. You know, I'm not telling you what you don't know. You know that for you to get jobs, you stand a better chance when you have job experience. Employers do not have the patience, the time, or the skill to teach people afresh. They want people that can hit the ground running, like you resume, and they know that, okay, you know what to do. And then they can give you a task and you hit the ground running. But not everybody is ready to take a chance on a greenhorn. And that's where the internship comes up. I'm sure you've heard of volunteer jobs you can do, internships and all of that. And the kind of internship that we run here is not just about, okay, oh, let's place you somewhere, go and work and come. No, we are actually partnering with you along the journey. Just this morning, I have received an email from the student success manager, which you know, that's Esther. She has sent me an email prompting me and reminding me to go and complete my weekly assessment form. You will say this internship that they are still completing form. Yes, we get daily prompts, weekly prompts, checking you on your tasks. How did you do at your job today? Did you have any issue? Did you run into any difficulty? Hope you are here. Hope, you know that nobody will do that for you in a job. And that's why by the time you successfully do this throughout the 8-week period, you are resuming at whatever job you want to go to, like a boss. You will go there and you would even start telling them. We'll tell you the kind of documents you need to run your internship effectively, teach you and train you how to prepare your work plan, your implementation sheets, and so much more. I can't exhaust the amazing things. You know, doctor has, just as she told you, she has gone through everything, both as an employee and as an employer. So she knows what staff need at every point in time. And she has created all of this. We'll provide you with something we call an intern resources folder that contains everything you need in your work journey. And then you'll be able to even take this folder tomorrow in whatever job you get to do. You simply repeat the process and they are wondering, who is this person? Your level of excellence is out of this world. You tell them, yes, I came from SFW by iTrain Africa. It's a different kind of flex, all right? So how do you apply for the internship? The internship program costs 91,000 naira with the seller charges on top of it. And you get to write an exam. Okay, when you pay your fee, the exam fee is already waived for you. It is included. You are not going to pay any separate exam fee when you pay your internship fee. So because you are coming from the WFS, obviously, then you write your exam. Please, the exam takes place on the first Saturday of every month. You're going to write your exam. Don't get cold feet when you hear exam. It is not an exam that is designed for you to fail. If you have done all the quizzes in your WFS program, if you did all your workshop and you went through the lessons, trust me, you will pass in flying colors. But if you did not prepare properly for your exam and peradventure you fail, we have one retake opportunity for you. We will still give you another retake opportunity to come and do the exam again with the next time the exam is holding. But then because you failed, you will pay an exam fee of 5,000 naira. So make sure you don't fail the first one. And if you still fail this second one again, there is no more exam retake opportunity. And we will tell you, please, thank you for coming with us on this journey. It appears the WFS program did not pass through you effectively. Yes, if you fail your second retake exam, you would not be allowed to take on the internship program. The exam is basically to assess that you understand what you have learned and you are ready to work with it. So it is more for you than it is for anyone else. We want to ensure that we are providing our partners with quality staff. And we want to also ensure that you are ready to go there and wow them. These partners are not just coming with us because they want a staff. Many, if not all, like a larger percentage are telling us that we want interns that we can retain. So you see, we have cut off for you the job search process. Like, you are not searching for this job. We are the ones searching and attracting these job opportunities. We have cut off for you the interview process. We have cut off for you all the hassle of the job. All we are begging you is, be good, know your craft, clear it all, go for this internship and perform, and let them be begging you to stay. Like, let them say, write to SFW and say, we want your internship, your intern with us permanently. Like, that would really validate the fact that you have done the work and we have done our work too. So that's all about the internship opportunity. And then if you fail the retake exam, we would then give you a refund that says, okay, you can, someone is asking, can I take the internship when I am ready? Sure, you can take the internship program as soon as you're done with your WFS. And then the exam comes up once in a month, every first Saturday. Another thing we need to note is that the internship program runs on a first come, first serve basis. It's not like, oh yeah, I've taken internship, give me the job right now. It is on a first come, first serve basis. You pay, you're on the waiting list. You know, you are the one that is looking for the job, the internship. So you know that you are the one that has to wait for the partner. Okay. So as soon as you are done with your exam, you are linked with the partner and then you commence your internship program. And I can tell you, if you can run through it all, there is nowhere you cannot walk. Like, you can hear me talking with confidence. I'm not stammering. I'm not unsure of myself. I am confident because I know what I have learned and I know the capacity I have in me to render to an organization. So that'll be all about the internship program. I'll be dropping the link to the job board community in the group right now. I just dropped the link to the job board. Please start joining. You can start joining and then you keep listening to what I'm talking about. Now, when I said that you'll be refunded the internship fee if you continually fail the exam, you will be refunded less your exam fee and seller charges and VAT. So you'll be getting 70,000 Naira refund if you continually fail your internship exam. But so far, so good. We have not, the internship is 2 months, 8 weeks internship program. So far, so good. I think the student success manager will confirm with me. We haven't even had people failing. Everyone that comes, they clear their exam and they go on to do their internship program and all of that. So the internship program is 8 weeks. At the end of the 8 weeks program, you would also be given a letter of recommendation by the organization you intern with that you can present to any employer, including your portfolio and all of that. So I'll go to the next slide now. Next slide, please, ma'am. All right, so you can see what is on your screen right now. We have, I'm sure some of you are not aware of the products you can see. Apart from the WFS program that you have just passed through, we have so many things in store. You all have said, doctor, you are loaded. You know this, you know that. Yes, she is loaded. And the organization and doctor as well have put together so many other products that after this WFS program, you can begin to tap into all of this. The number one here is the goal setting workshop. I told doctor that this our goal setting workshop does not carry the weight of what this program is all about. Yes, I think that we should rename it, You know, I'm talking as a product manager right now. That's what I studied in the technical skills program, and that's what I am interning as. And so it is my duty to improve on existing products. You can see the way I'm talking. Hey. All right. So this goal setting workshop is not just a workshop. I like to call it is a project management workshop for your life goals. In this workshop, doctor is holding you by the hand. You are watching her set goals for 7 major areas of her life. Not just her life, your life, actually. She picks up the individual, a human being, like that human being is a project, and then break down the human being into 7 major areas, like break down the human life into 7 major areas. Pick each of those 7 major areas, set goals for them, break these goals into daily, weekly, and monthly targets. And she's basically showing you how she has achieved the success that she has achieved in the last 5 years. And this is how you want to accelerate your own life, your own. I want to just tell you, like, this workshop is not something to miss at all. You can see the price there, 30,000 naira. But for those of us who are here, for the alumni community, those of us that were at the workshop, you heard me. I told you people that I had to hustle out some things for us. Our student success manager would take over from me shortly. You will hear better from her. I went to doctor and I told her, doctor, during my time, you people told me I am the best. I graduated as one of the spotlight students in my set. And I told her, doctor, but this is our best. You did not give me anything, no. This best just came and went like that. I don't want batch 4 people to be like that. You must bring out something. We must give them something to say, well done. And out of the largeness of her heart, she looked into the products she had and she handpicked some of them, which would be handed over by the student success manager. And luckily, this goal setting workshop is one of them. Like, some people will be walking away with this. But then we don't want others that need this. Like, you're a professional. I heard some of us speaking. We are running our PhD. You might look at yourself and say, I have achieved so much in the BFS. How can I accelerate it? Get this goal setting workshop. Like, don't hold yourself back. It is this thing that would help you see, this is how I want to do it. I saw some of us say, doctor, congratulations on your award. How was she able to win the award? Because she knows where she needs to be at every point in time. So the goal setting workshop would enable you. And these prizes, please, these prizes that I have hustled for you, it will not be there forever. In fact, you have limited time for it. So please, as soon as we are done with this, begin to claim it. The links to access and purchase this will be dropped in your groups. Just today, you will get the link, the payment link for all of these products. Please begin to get them. And the link to the job board community is in the meeting group chat. You can join that. So begin to purchase and access these prizes at a very mouth-watering price of 10,000 naira. You get to access this live project management workshop. Another thing now is the LinkedIn content strategy. You know, LinkedIn is not Facebook. It is not Twitter. It is not TikTok. LinkedIn is a whole different networking platform on its own. How do you think you would assess this strategy if you just go in just like that? You didn't have to tell you, I've been on LinkedIn. I don't even know what they are doing there. Nobody's seeing me. Some people will do all sorts on LinkedIn. Please, the LinkedIn content strategy ebook is what would fast track your LinkedIn success. And it is 150,000 naira. In fact, some of these products are the products that are on the GOP platform. If anybody here is on GOP, the GOP program, you know that these things are not just what comes by just like that. So yes, you can get the LinkedIn content strategy for just 30,000 naira. Then I'll move on to the SOP like a pro. Some of us are applying for scholarships. I heard one of us who also said she had even gotten a job. Like, it's so amazing what you can do if you just get the right information. and you know, for you to stand out, for you to secure any scholarship or postgraduate position abroad, your statement of purpose must stand out. And that is why this Write Your SOP Like a Pro ebook is here for you. With 50,000 naira, you can access it. Like, these products have been made for you just singly like that, for you to handpick what you need to do. And then I'll move on to the GOP program, the almighty GOP. Like, we've talked about this GOP program. Doctor calls it the professional's complete pathway to securing global and international opportunities. The GOP program is not just any program, it is a 5-in-1 program for professionals, for founders. You want to build yourself, you want to set up yourself as a thought leader in your industry. The GOP is what will help you do it. You want to attract global opportunities. The GOP is what will help you get it. It has 5-in-1 program: the brand clarity and profile building course, the LinkedIn optimization and strategy positioning course, the LinkedIn ebook, then 3 months of group support, 6 weeks of live question and answer with doctor as a bonus. And all this come at a cost of 268,750 naira. And the next support batch is commencing in November. By November, the next batch of support will be commencing. So you need to get in on this you have limited time already. The next one I want to talk about is the business grant application. If you're a business owner, you know that one way for your business to grow is for you to scale optimally. Doctor doesn't just teach. I don't know if you know, but she has a fashion business that she runs. And she was in a fashion business for, I think, 5 years without scaling, because she didn't know the right knowledge she needed to scale. And you know, one way to grow is by getting grants. This business grant application ebook is what would set you apart and equip you with the knowledge to position your business in a way that it is eligible for these grants, that then you take these grants, apply them to your business, and then your business is not just operating the same way every other person business operates. And that is just going to go for 107,500. Yes, the GOP program, another thing you need to note is that the GOP program, even if you don't have the full payment at once, you are allowed to pay instrumentally. And when you make the first installment payment, you can be given access to the first part of the course, okay? You can be given access to the first part of the course. Also, immediately you pay for the GOP, you will start assessing the course immediately. Then you get your 6 weeks of support and the 3-month support group. That one takes place batch by batch. So it is the support and the life bonus, the life workshop you get with doctor, that starts by November. So as soon as you pay, you pick up your course, you begin to implement. That was what Hope did. Hope, that I interviewed in the first spotlight session, she paid, she assessed the course, she started implementing even before the live workshop started. And that's that. And then another one we have is the roadmap to traveling abroad. As you know, Doctor is a global citizen. She's not just saying that because she wants to say it, but because that is what she is. She is a global citizen who has traveled to different countries, in fact, 5 continents. How do you do it? With the roadmap to traveling abroad ebook. And then we also have the postgraduate admission scholarship ebook, the Don't Do This to Attract Global Opportunities on LinkedIn. Yeah. And then the 10 Global ebook. Some of these ebooks, like the Global Opportunities ebook, will be going for a very, very subsidized price of 5,000 naira. Just like I said, we'll drop the links to your group. Please avail yourself of this opportunity. Like, it will be so good to see you flying high, like flying high, because you have the right information, right? I think there's something I heard somewhere, and the person said, info, lay of info, right? I'm not Yoruba, but I think I got it right, which means it is the information you have that will enable you to fly. And so at this point in time, I would like to hand over to the student success manager, because there are some people in this program that have taken the information, they flew, they did not just, I'm so excited saying it because I was a spotlight student, and I know the amount of work, the amount of effort it takes for you to go an extra mile. And with all joy, with all happiness, these people will be enjoying some of these goodies. You'll be enjoying this, and you will wonder, what did I do that I got this information by the time you begin to read through them. So please, Esther, take it away. Doctor, I think my job here is done.
Thank you so much, Chineye. And I was just smiling when you were speaking because see my Chineye from Batch 3. Like, this gives me so much joy. I feel like a proud mom right now. Watching Chineye speak from Batch 3. Like, it's just, Chineye is a success story for me. So, Chineye, thank you so much for being an amazing, for doing this seamlessly. Like, this is, she started work with me exactly 1 month ago. And no, she was not like an experienced person. So imagine her doing this, and I'm just watching her speak about the things that is me that understands the concept of these products in my head, and she has embodied it and all that. So thank you very much, Inaye. I'm super, super, super proud of how you're growing on the job. So Esther, please, you are the co-host. Unmute yourself. Esther is another person I'm really proud of in terms of the amazing work she's able to do. And in fact, some of you said it, the way she supports you people. Outstanding job. Esther, you're the co-host. Please unmute yourself and let's have the spotlight. Just tell me when you want me to change the screen, Esther, so we can then unveil our spotlight students.
Okay, ma. Okay, thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Wherever you are in the four corners of the world, good day. This is the same Esther you guys have been, everybody have been interacting with. And I'm so glad to meet you all. And I'm so glad to be speaking with you today. So firstly, I want to congratulate you for this great opportunity, like for investing in yourself, because this is an investment. And also starting is just, they always say in Yoruba that Ibereki Shunishe, like starting something does not mean you are working. It's until you end it. That's when you know, okay, I've really done this. Like you can say, okay, well done. Like I used to say, tell myself, Adeboye, if nobody greets you, like if nobody tell you well done, well done. So I would love you to tell yourself, call your name, whatsoever you be, like I'm Esther Adeboye, well done. So whatsoever your name is, call yourself and tell yourself, well done for coming this far. Well done. Yeah. Yes, well done, Abidemi. So that's just it. A lot of things have been, so many information we got from the beginning, and I just want to tell you that for everybody who participated, for the patient time, for those period of I could not answer on time and the times I answered everyone, and for those who are there in that community helping me to respond. Yeah, you guys are my real MVP. Thank you so much. Thank you for your support, because if we create avenue for you to learn and you did not you did not make yourself available in terms of submitting your assignments, in terms of watching your lessons, and your pay and just went up. Like so many people say that like somebody made mention that this is the first course they will be taking and be starting and finishing. Like it really makes us to be so proud that someone has taken many courses, and this one they are encouraged. Like the ginger is there, you know, when you are being gingered not to stop. You are watching a movie and the next episode is putting you into suspense. You just want to watch the next one. That's exactly what you've experienced in WFS, and which we don't want anyone to miss that opportunity in any time soon. So sorry, I just need to, something came in. My son just opened the door of where I am now. I need to take him out. I'm so
mothers in the house, I'm sure like this is like a daily occurrence for us where you're working from home and you have your child just coming to the meeting. This is like so typical, and that's one of the things about working remotely. When people tell you the eyes of working remotely, they don't tell you the lose of working remotely, about how you have to juggle being a mom. And yes, Esther is so fine. People keep saying Esther is so fine. Yeah, she's so fine. As in, whenever people say like, okay, this is Esther, she's so fine, right? Amazing eyeballs and all of that. And she's such a wonderful person also. I'm sure you already saw that in the community. So Esther, please let me know when you're back to this. So Esther is going to do a presentation to the spotlight students shortly. But first, I'm going to change the screen so that
sorry, ma.
Okay, great. Esther, do you want me to change the screen now to the spotlight students?
Yes, ma, you can. So sorry for that. Like, I don't know why he opened the door.
Great. So please go ahead.
Okay, so these are spotlight students for the academy WFS Batch 4. Please, let's clap for them.
Clap, stand up.
I will not even lie. Your batch gave me a tough time to choose. Like, I was just going through, before I could conclude to choose these people, I have to look, and even the next prize that will be calling, it also gave me a tough time, because I'm like, these people have already finished, but I have to use some other criteria, who turned in earlier, who turned in late, things like that to pick. So we want to congratulate our spotlight students for this success. The first person is Safia Muhammad. Safia, I believe that if this name will rank well in your ears, you know Safia very well, with responding to people, like giving her like a token to the community in the things that she knows and things like that. Okay, thank you, Safia, for standing out amidst your colleagues. Thank you for all you do during this period, and we say congratulations for making it this far. And also the second person, this person, since day one, I've cited her. Like, when I see her responding, see her doing things, like I went through her page of assignments she did, and I'm like, wow, she's seemingly like Chineye. That's what I would just say, because that was how Chineye too was so sad during her set, and she stood out. Abimbola Lawi, well done, and congratulations. I just want to say congratulations to you for making it this far, for adding this to your cap, like this add to your cap. Congratulations for this. And the last person is Otsu Okere. Please pardon me if I murdered that pronunciation. Emmanuel Hem. This, I just have to be like, I don't want someone to come and say, is it only female we want to spotlight? Is there no male? Is there no, because we allowed, we want a community of both male and female. We want a community of no matter where you are from, that's what we are building, Africa, building oneness, unity. So that was why I have to be like, okay, we must choose before, because I choose a female as third, I have to go and re-look again to see I need a man. that will be in this spotlight. So when I check through, I have to say this person, Otu Okere Emmanuel, congratulations for coming this far. And we want to say thank you for being, for standing excellent and well during the period of the WFS program. So once again, Safia, Bimbola, and Emmanuel, congratulations to you all. And I believe that our prize, it might not be millions of naira, but it is something that when you have it, it's for life. You know, money now, you can spend money, you will finish it. Like, is no amount of money. People saying there is no amount of, if you have billions, millions, no matter amount. When you have, as you keep getting money, so many things will keep increasing. But this that we want to give you, a token of gift from us, is something that it involves life. It involves your professional life, it involves your career, which is the goal setting workshop. We are not, I believe, Chineye said some part of it, and it will be a life transforming thing. You would be able to set goal for yourself, and you'll be able to, goal setting is one of the things that is needed in everybody's personal life. You need to know what you need to do in the next 3 months. If you are not there, why are you not there? What are the things? Dr. Derinsola in our goal settings workshop will hold your hands through practical. I believe you've done WFS and any other course that you've taken from Dr. Derinsola. So you should know that this is a fully packaged book or course that is being given to you. This is a fully packaged thing that will be a life-changing one. And this goal setting workshop gift that we are giving to you, I believe that everybody knows when we say goal setting, that means in the next few years of your, or even a year of your life, when this year is rounding up, you want to look into yourself and be like, okay, have I been able to achieve this goal? Those goals that I set, have I been able to achieve it? Goal settings involved every aspect of life. It's not just career. It's not just finance. All aspects of life we need to set goal. And I believe that you being a Spotlight student, you'll be able to make use of this to unlock the secrets that would help you to accelerate in life. So everything that you need, how you'll be able to, it will be a game changer for you. That's just it. This is a resource. This is an ebook that will help you. So we want you to know that we are giving you a live asset. That's just it. A live asset that forever it cannot, it's not something that you just do, okay, maybe it's one of those courses. No, this is something that is a game changer. And the time that you need to watch this, you need to go through this ebook, is for the period of 1 month. So please and please, we want you to go through this book for the period of 1 month. You have free access for period of 1 month. Why are we doing so? We want to teach you, like, ensure that you are taking the necessary thing, not because it's a gift, you just neglect it and leave it. Anytime you want, you go. We want you to be serious with it, and we want to see the output, like the result of it. And when the result comes, please don't forget to share the testimony with us at iTrain Africa and Skill for Work Academy. Okay, so that is that about our Spotlight students. And also, let me say finally, congratulations. So the next set of people that will be calling and we will be giving in these programs are those who are done, who have completed their course, not just completed their courses, they have submitted all their assignments and their project. Like they've submitted all their assignments and their project. Just like I made mention the other time that This selection process gave me a tough time because I have to be, when I saw that we have a lot of people, we actually choose 5. And I saw that we have a lot of people, more than 5, because I don't want people to come back at the end of this program and be like, Miss Esther, I also finished, I submitted. We just have to look at who are those people who turn in earlier than others, even out of those who are done with their courses and they submitted. So that is why when they say deadline is deadline, because I can see the pace at which batch 4 rushed to submit the assignments this week. Oh my geez, a lot of DM in my telegrams. Some people, when I'm not replying on Telegram, they come to WhatsApp to come and meet me. Like, I don't know how they got, okay, maybe through my WhatsApp Telegram number, and started this, my sailor, this is not doing, please, I need you to do this, I need you to do. A lot of people that have not been, this is an awakening, and we really love what we see. We love this energy. But thank you for this energy at the last period. But we would have loved it more, assuming it was from the start, but your batch really tried to the extent that you can. You guys really tried, and we say thank you. And the few people that I am going to call now, these are the people that they submitted their course and they finished on time as being stipulated. And the first person on my list here is Abdulkadri Kutashi. Please, at the end of it, or if you hear your name, don't forget I have my list. Send an email to Skilled for Work Academy. Also copy iTrain Africa. Our email is, I will drop it once I'm done now. skilledforworkacademy@gmail.com and iTrainAfrica@gmail.com. I will also drop it before the end of this program. So if I called your name as those who submitted, who are done with their courses, they submitted all the assignments, please don't forget to send an email to us so that we can know those we want, like your details, we can get it from our hand and then send you the necessary access to what we want to give. The first person that I made mention is Abdulkadri Kosachi. Please pardon however I pronounce your name. The second person is Charles Olagbite Joseph. Congratulations. Adebukola Okotie, congratulations. Kempatie Ibuna Fige. This person was the first person to complete it and downloaded a certificate. So while I noted that, I just went to check her Google Classroom and I saw that she actually did all her assignments. I noticed some people have finished their courses on Sailor, but they are not done with their assignments. So we could see that from our end. Okay, so, and the last person on this list is Celestina Austin. Celestina, just congratulate others. Celestina Austin, congratulations. So these are the 5 people that we will be awarding an ebook of 10 types of global workshop. So you are the people that, yes, that's a big surprise to you. Yes, you are part of those who we selected for your timeliness in your program and everything you do during this program. So we are gifting you 10 global opportunity ebook. 10 global opportunity. And what does that mean? That means you're on a pathway to become you're already on a pathway to become a global citizen. And it means that you are taking a step higher to be a global citizen. Isn't that amazing? That's so amazing. So once again, congratulations. This ebook will give you opportunity to access the ways in which you can get access to global opportunity, how to go through it. Like, Doctor, I believe that you should know that since it's Dr. Derisola's course, You guys are so lucky, because one thing about this pricing we are giving you, this is the first of it in iTrain Africa Skill for Work Academy. So far, so good. Since batch 1 to 3, we've not done anything like this. So I want you guys to greet yourself. Congratulations again, because you guys benefit for what you should have paid for. We are giving you, we are compensating you, we are giving you this for doing well. We want to encourage you that even as you go in your life, anything you want to do, try to like put in your best. That's what I just want to encourage you. I just want to tell every one of you. And for every batch 4 participant, we want to say congratulations. You all are being spotlighted. Like, we spotlight you all for being part of this batch. We say congratulations. We believe that everything that you have learned from this academy, you will make wise use of it. And please, we want to be seeing you on LinkedIn. We want to see you on different social media platforms, sharing your testimonials. Everything you've learned, let's see it there. Let's not just be like, are we not having our students? You know how you will see students of AXL, students of different kind of organizations that do online course, and we want to see you putting into practice everything you've learned in these past 6 weeks. And we believe that the sky is the starting point for you all. Once again, congratulations. See you all at the top. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Esther, for that wonderful presentation. Again, I'm a super proud person to see how amazing my team is doing, right? I'm super, super, super proud. Remember, I said that, and Esther has mentioned a few things about you showing up on LinkedIn. Let's see our student flying. Now, you've been giving us feedback, and we are still going to hear from another set of 10 people. But please, these are the ways in which you can give back to us, because me and you know that that money is commitment fee. Whatever it is you pay us is commitment, is money that covers the advance cost and marketing of this thing. So it is a highly subsidized program. So I always say one way you can pay us is because we are on a mission to reach 10 million Africans. 10 million Africans. So in reaching 10 million Africans, you have to help us do part of that, reach out to others. So please, first, Esther, right now, I don't know if she has dropped it, she has not dropped it, she's going to be dropping it right now. Fill out our post-program survey. Why is this important to us? We are currently in talks with, again, I know how to fill global applications and things like that. So we are currently in that process of trying to, if we have to keep subsidizing this program, we have to do the work of getting people to pay the balance of this thing. So please, we need to ensure that we can show them the results. Like, if you could not use Zoom at the beginning of this program, you can now use Zoom. We need to be able to show them the results of what we can do. And for us to do that, fill your posts, what's it called, form, and ensure that fill your posting form and ensure that we are able to keep track of your progress and all that. Another thing we want you to feel is, please share your flyers. I mentioned that before, and you are also going to be reached out to by Chineye to say, okay, come and join our YouTube series where you can share. We call it our, what's it called? Our alumni spotlight. Like the lady I was saying, oh, she got the student assistantship, this thing at, to this thing. We are going to be reaching out to you to be our guests on that show. So those are the ways. And of course, we are going to be sending you a link to our Google review. Please, please, please. Why am I saying that? Again, we are filling applications. And one of the things they've said is, we want to see the impact you are having on these people in Africa in a place that is, what do they call it? Say in the public, that's the word. So please, beyond you dropping it on Seller, we need it on a place like our Google review for them to go there and access, oh, this is what them investing for 1,000 people, 2,000 people, 5,000 people, and all that. So Esther is going to be dropping you a link to our Google review this thing. Just go there. Some of you have dropped amazing reviews on Seller. Just copy it and dump it on Google. It's that simple. So some of the things, do I rewrite and all that? And they are saying, oh, do I rewrite? And I said, oh, you may not need to rewrite. If you want to rewrite, please, amazing. But please do not say, because I want to rewrite, just dump whatever it is you have first on Google review for us. Please, those are the ways in which you can give back. Now, your certificate, you can download it once you complete your entire course, right? Once you complete your entire course, you can then get your certificate, but your thing has to read 100 before you can download your certificate. On Seller, once your course reaches 100%, you can download your certificate. If it is not showing 100% complete, in fact, there was someone in the last one that showed 101%. She could not download her certificate. So she had to remove something, then it showed 100%, as in remove from, I think she clicked her lessons complete twice or something. And we said, and it was showing 101, very weird, but the bottom is your thing must be showing 100% for you to be able to download your certificate. So here is what's going to happen. I want to say a big thank you to my team. Chineye is not yet on this. Esther, please update this thing, because I think this particular slide needs updating with Chineye's image. I want to say an amazing thank you to my team. See, I'm only the vision carriers. I always say a vision carrier without a burden bearer, you are empty. Right? I'm only the vision carrier. These people work day and night for this to happen for you people. And I always do this every batch, because when you see us doing off-body now, we have been working for 3.5 months for your batch. What does it mean? It means that we've been running a campaign to market and reach you people for 2 months, and we are then doing another 6 weeks with you people. So please, tell them thank you in the comment section for me. They rock. These are the burden bearers. Now, I'm going to allow Fatima to unmute herself, because I want to keep hearing from you people while others are saying their thank you. Fatima, it is time for me to hear about your time at the academy. Please take it away.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Good day, everyone. Good day, my fellow graduates. In fact, it's a great pleasure for me to be speaking right here with everybody in the presence. Although I'm someone that used to be very shy, I don't like talking in group like that, but now I just put it upon myself. I summon the courage to speak to everyone now. Well, first and foremost, I want to give my appreciation to Dr. A Cube. I will give you that name now, Dr. A Cube. I'm going to give
Hello? Hello? But did you mistakenly unmute your, okay, great. So just give me 1 minute, I'll be with you.
Okay.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Fatima, for your feedback about the academy. And I'm really, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Because again, we have like 8 people raising their hand. We'll run through this, and I'm going to ask Adeyemo Jemilat Mutunrayo to unmute herself. Thank you, Fatima.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Okay. First and foremost, I'll say thank you very much to you, Doctor. Me and every other person, as they have been saying, we are very, very grateful. And no matter how thankful we are, it can't actually quantify the real happiness within every one of us. And for me, the journey has been a very impactful one. And I won't say challenging, but quite tough for me because I actually relocated and doing some menial jobs here that are really, really physically demanding, leaving the work, I'm still doing my master's in MBA, going to class, coming back home to come and start my courses. But your charisma and your method of giving out the knowledge really, really kept me stay glued to the course all through. And I'm really proud of myself. Although I had a shortfall in the last second to the last module of the self-selling, I don't want to rush it, and I really don't have the time. So I was struggling to do my last assignment, but I couldn't because I was thinking, okay, in as much as I want to do the assignment, but it's not something I can just rush into then do rubbish. So I just left it and continued the course and got my certificate. But then you are really, really an exceptional person, and everything you lay your hands on will keep on successful. Thank you so much for giving back to the society. Your type are really, really rare, and I'm really happy I'm in this journey. And then I'm going to the technical skills next now, and hopefully I'll be able to complete all my assignment and do all the things before the deadline so that I can be a spotlight student as well. Yes, thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Jelala, for that. And I totally understand. My prayers are with you because my eyes saw shaky when I went to do a part of my PhD in UK that year. As I can't forget, it is hard. It is hard.
Like
you are trust me, I know where you are. As in, I sat down one day, I wailed. What happened to me that day? I did not know. God. Now, when I say I teach these skills, I understand the pain.
Yes.
And of course, I did not know, I did not ask Google. They did not say they were on strike. Boss, I now left school late that day. I did not know that when they say boss is on strike, they did nothing to it.
Yes.
That's crazy. I had to walk inside Aberdeen cold for 1 hour, 10 minutes home. That was one of the craziest nights of my life. And I did not even know. My phone now went off. I thank God for one lady. I just met her on the road. I don't even know. I should say I'm going somewhere, city center. At least I know my house was near city center. And it was hard. So when you said, oh, you are just relocated, you are doing, I said,
Yes, very hard.
I understand the pain of this lady.
And I was actually working well in Nigeria with IIT, but getting here that the skills and everything diverse, you have to start from the scratch. So alhamdulillah. Thank you so much, man. Thank you.
Yes, alhamdulillah. That's the thing. I think for me, I first pitied myself. I sat down, I cried. After I now picked myself up, I said, okay, now that we are here, let's face this thing and just shoulder it and go. I think that was a turning point in my life. That was a time I had to then learn to research on my own, to get things done and do all these things.
I have so much confidence. I have so much of motivation. I can manage my time so much. I'm going to drop another testimony in the testimonial group. So much.
So don't worry, it's going to get better. So don't worry. So let's hear from Michael Oluwatosin, the first male man in the house to speak today. Michael Oluwatosin.
Good evening. I didn't know I was going to be the first guy to speak here today. And it's quite interesting to say that I'll be it will be an understatement to also even put out my own testimony here. But I think all of the testimonials that we've been hearing, it doesn't seem like we can hear enough. And you've been a very, very wonderful person as a teacher and as a tutor. And your persona is actually quite interesting and it's quite contagious. So I would have to say a very big thank you to. I hope everybody's hearing me, by the way.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. So I also want to particularly credit you for your very, because I'm also someone with very particular attention to details, And I saw that you share the same characteristics, and that is very refreshing to know about you. And your particular attention to excellence is pretty unparalleled. It's quite commendable that you are very, very passionate about not just delivering. Okay, so because when I started the course, I look beyond what generally everybody would want to see. So I go beyond, okay, what are people not seeing? And I try to scrutinize what is real. Is this thing all right? Is it? And for the better part of it, I think you're actually one of a kind. You're doing quite a great job, even if all of us may not have been able to tap into it as we would want to or would like to get. But I think so far you have done quite a great job. But however, I have a few questions. It's just I don't want to sound critical, but I have a few questions, maybe just a few clarity. So I believe most of us, or maybe I should just speak for myself, latched on this program because we want to get remote jobs. And when an average African thinks of remote jobs, we are not actually thinking of our locality. We are pretty much thinking about getting remote jobs in the Western world and get paid in good currency. I think that's basically what most people are looking out for. So I don't know if you have a data that has maybe your success rate, so that at least it will be some sort of motivation that, okay, these are students. We've graduated 1,000 students, and out of the 1,000 students, we have maybe 80% success rate. And when I say success rate, I'm not talking about people who are just being who are getting into interviews, who are getting called up, people who are actually securing the jobs, so that it gives more some sense of more confidence that even if you're still struggling right now with your course and everything still look gloomy and shady, and you're not so clear that, okay, all these things I'm actually learning, am I seriously going to be able to use them in practice? As in, is it not just going to be just one of those other courses that I've just done and keep dumping courses here and there? And will I be able to use them practically? Like, do we have?
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, practical people.
I totally get it.
Practical people that we could actually learn from, people in the industry.
Did you attend Obsession last week, Tuesday?
I don't think so. I'm a little busy.
I just guessed as much that you probably didn't attend that session. So one of the major things that Chinenye again introduced when she joined us in August is, he said, Doc, I've seen people drop you testimonials about, they got this, like, in fact, talk about the person that was on this call today earlier talking about, she's in your batch, right? So that is someone that's, today is our offboarding, but that has happened for her before the offboarding. So for us, I think the African thing is still affecting us. Why do I say that? And I say that with all based on my experience in the last probably 5-6 years in training people in Africa. I always say a big thank you to those that actually are willing to speak, because I know how many people on my programs will personally chat me up and say, Doc, I got that, but I cannot, like, you can't say it outside. Why? The African thing, like, they would jinx it for me. That's what it is. And I'm not even joking. As in fact, there was something that happened last week that one of the people I used to take on GOP, the person took GOP like last year, and they got this amazing opportunity in Denmark. And she said, during and I had to celebrate only with my team internally. I was like, and this is the same person that the week before that, she had reached out to me about getting this speaking engagement with top quality people like governors and everything. And she was the only award common professional. So these are the things that I can only enjoy in my inbox and say, of course, I cannot put it outside, but some of them is their company policy. I remember there's a lady that she actually got a job in Netherlands, relocated with her family last year. And she said, Doc, this is, in fact, she called me from the airport when she went for that interview and everything. But again, I can only narrate this in third person and say this, but I cannot in any way mention it. Again, that is who I am. If the person has said this is, I would respect that. So in terms of success, I said, there's something I told someone that sent us that kind of message on WhatsApp. I said, trust me, for every one person we are able to publicly say has gotten a job, 50 others we cannot say.
Wow.
I am not joking. For every one person that we are able to publicly say, 50 others we cannot say. Or rather, I would say 10 others we cannot say. 50 others are not even willing to share.
Wow.
Like they will not even fill the feedback form. So when I go on our Google and someone publicly actually acknowledges, I say thank you to them personally, because I'm like, that means you have gone beyond that. Someone can jinx it for you. I know someone that said, Doc, I cannot post something on my LinkedIn. I said, why? I said, they would tax me. This one was not even
village people, just village people, village people.
No, it was not even village people. This man said, he's a man. He said, the moment I announce that I let you talk about this thing now, they will come and they will think I've arrived and start asking me to bring money. And I said, I just said, okay, that's fine. As I totally said, do I know the body on his head? They will now hear that he got a better job. They will start bringing money.
Asking for, yeah. Okay, it's an African thing. Yeah, I get that.
I always say I cannot put out the statistics that if they ask me where they write it, I cannot show where the person wrote it, right? So I can only enjoy my own success and say, oh, this thing is happening for my people. But of course, it is not to say that. I say, if you attended Hope session, I remember how much I needed to say, oh, don't worry, don't talk about anything you don't want to talk about. Don't, you don't have to divulge more than what you can. This before she came on that session and said, okay, let me talk about it. Was Hope that dropped that testimonial on Google that said she was in batch 1 of WFS. So she said she got joined in April. By 1st of May, you can check Google, our iTrain Africa, just search Google, like our Google reviews.
Yeah.
Hope dropped that, right? And said 1st of May she had gotten, she was still on the program. Wow. To managerial role. So we interviewed her. You can also check our YouTube. We interviewed her last week, Tuesday. Again, Esther said, okay, if it is only 5 that are willing to speak on camera, let me organize a YouTube session for them. So she started with Hope last week, Tuesday. It's such an inspiring thing because what she had dropped on Google review does not even reflect the amount of success she had in terms of she dropped on Google review that she got to managerial people reaching out to her. When she came on the session, she was like, I'm juggling 2 international jobs. One of them is a multinational and she's working remotely as a project manager that she's just transitioning into, right? And they're both in her and she has gotten 4 offers. She had to turn 2 down and she took 2 up. She was in batch 1. So you need to work, just go to YouTube. You'll find the session on YouTube, right? So that would be my answer to you. And again, I think for me, it's enough for me to know that I can see what is happening and the few that can publicly put it. Please, you are my real MVPs because it just goes to show that you are not afraid to show it and everything. So I totally understand. And again, feedback form, when we beg someone, feel again, it's for him, like we are a social enterprise. We need to document your journey to be able to say this person was here in 2021 April, this person is here in 2023. We need to document the journey. But you know how many times we beg people for, can you feel where you are now? Feel where, beg, but nobody is feeling. I said, how do you want me to show this to the funders that will now help us Africans to fund this kind of program? Like, but in fact, I'm excited because if I have 100 Google reviews and we started SFW officially in April, and now, I'm a real MVP. I know businesses that cannot boast of 10 Google reviews in 5 years. So I always say, what? as in people publicly go and drop us that thing out of their own this thing, that is enough data for me to be able to showcase to who wants to actually read it. So the success rate, trust me, data is a major challenge in data.
Exactly. That was what I was going to say. That was what I
Data
was going
is
to
a
say.
major problem. So
From
we
your
can
narrative
keep
now,
it.
yeah, from your narrative, you
Small.
definitely grapple. Yeah, from your narrative, you will definitely grapple with giving out the specific data. But thank you very much. Thank you once again. Unfortunately, my laptop camera is been not functioning very well, so I couldn't turn on my video. But thank you very much. Your program is very insightful. It's very educative. I've already told a couple of people about it, about joining this program, and I believe I will tell as many people as I can. Thank you very much once again.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So I think we are going to go next with, give me a minute. We are going to go next with Celestina. Also, after Celestina is Oge. Oge, I remember you from my clarity session. Okay, Celestina, one of our winners. Awesome. Please go on.
Good evening, Doctor.
Good evening. Good evening.
So good to be here this evening that we are rounding up.
Yeah.
Say thank you. I actually got to know about iTrain Africa through the Facebook. I saw an advert on Facebook, which is really very unlike me. I hardly click on such adverts. But you know, like I wrote in my feedback email, I've been retired for some time and I've not really been doing anything. But it's like Nigeria is gradually happening to me and to every other person out there. So I really want to do something that would afford me the opportunity to still stay at home, you know, not to take up too much time going out there. So I just decided I would really like to work remotely, and it's been on my mind since I think since about 2020, because I retired in 2018. Since 2020 or 2021 thereabouts. I think COVID happened in 2020, yes.
Yeah.
Since 2021 thereabouts, or early 2022. But I've not really had the opportunity to train properly because I know I'm lacking in some skills, you know, that would afford me to really do this thing and do it perfectly well. So as soon as I saw that advert, I contacted the academy through the WhatsApp number. And after, I think like a day or two, I sent a message saying I would want a situation where after going through the training, I would want a job remotely, and I wanted the academy to guarantee me that I was going to get a job. And I got a response from the academy that I didn't really like. I felt it was rude, you know. I was almost dropping out because I was like, why should such a reply be given to me when I had gone through your video and you said one could get a job, internship and all that. So I wrote back, you know, to the academy, and I got another response that no, it wasn't a particular response to me, that it was a general response because of people that had been asking such questions. And I was just like, okay, no problem. Let me see it as one of those things. And I decided I was going to go on the program. Whether the school assists me in getting a job or not, I would still do it. At least no knowledge is lost. The good thing is that I like reading, I like learning new things, you know. I'm just a very inquisitive person. So I just decided, okay, I was going to register. In all honesty, like somebody said, I think it was Mrs. Ogundare that said she had the last 40,000 naira and she had to register with it. That's my own story as well, because I had to clear my accounts to do the registration, you know, having in mind that, well, I know something good will come out of it. Whatever it is, I would still get a job, even if it's a remote job that pays me the smallest of dollars or pounds or whatever currency. I would get a job and I can always pay back, that money that I'm borrowing from my accounts that should have been there for any other exigency. So I got into the program. And I think the first day, the mindset module, the first lesson, was what got me excited. As soon as I finished, I was like, wow. So truly, there is nothing one cannot do if you change your mindset. And it kept ringing and ringing and ringing. And as we're progressing in the modules, anytime I have any difficulty, I'll tell myself first, Celestina, even these people that are working in this company that have developed or have put these software apps even out there for people to use, they weren't born with these things, with the knowledge of these things. They learned it. So you have to learn this thing. And, I pick up from there. And I want to be grateful. I also want to say thank you to my classmates. I don't want to mention names, but they know themselves, because anytime I have issues, I will just come to the interaction page, talk to them, go to my accountability Telegram group as well, and put my question there. And, they really came true for me. I just want to thank God. Even the Canva issue, the Canva lessons that I thought I didn't do well. When my assignments were returned, I saw good, nice one. And I was like, who is getting this nice one and good? After struggling, I just want to thank you, Dr. Aderisola.
Thank you.
You're really an amazing person. Like I wrote somewhere, I think in one of the reviews, that you're really amazing and you make learning easy and fun. In all honesty, I've told my nephew, I've told him, because I had to reach out to him concerning one of the Google form, when I needed to do the survey. And he told me I shouldn't bother, I would do it for me. I said, no, when I'll be doing the remote job, you won't be there to do it for me. So I want to learn it.
You won't be doing it for me, exactly. You need to learn it.
I want to learn it. So
thank you so much.
And I'm really very grateful. Thank you. God bless you and your team. And I'm so grateful for the award. I didn't see that coming, in all honesty. Thank you so much. Thank you. God bless you. God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you. And one of the things I always like to say is, that our reply and everything like that, I think we had to, as I said, I'm kind of a person I under promise, I over deliver. I never over promise and under deliver. So whenever people come and say this thing, I personally compose that quick reply because we get those questions at least once a week to say, promise me you get a remote job. I said, my sister, it is teaching, I'm teaching. I'm not
exactly
that job recruitment agency. I am a teacher, and I'm sure you did not go to university and say, Prof, when you finish teaching me this, you like get a job. If you did not ask your prof in school like that, please don't come and ask me, because even Harvard will not promise you such a promise, because you cannot promise, it's like a fish seller promising you that you get pepper. Like, you don't sell fish, you sell pepper. As in, do you understand? Like,
yes,
you are selling fish, but you are promising someone pepper. Please do you understand? It doesn't suppose. I always tell people like, I said one of the core values of this organization is honesty, integrity. They are built on those things. I said, see, I would not, if that is what you want, please, this program is not for you. Don't take it as
that was the response I got. Yeah.
That is the same response we give everybody. It's not a particular thing to you, because we get that thing often and say, after I take your course, promise me. I said, okay, so you two, can you promise me that you will show me all the work that you did to get a remote job? Because the truth is, I give you knowledge to implement. Your implementation determines your result. How do you want me to promise you something that is dependent on you and not me? It is what you
right.
do. So how do I promise you what you are the one that is going to do it? You should be the one promising me that you will use the knowledge to do the job. Do you understand? So when you try to get a promise from, I did not, as in, how do I promise? I can only promise you good education, which is what I will deliver. If you tell me to promise you that my course, it will be outstanding knowledge, I can promise you that. But promising you that you will now implement it yourself and promise you that the work you did will get you the, how will I promise you that? So, but people don't always want to hear the truth. I always say, me, I don't mean true. People know me like from my childhood, from me, like, can you be this truthful? I say, that is just the truth. I will not lie to sell. I will not lie to sell. So I think you're not the first person that is mentioning something like that. After I now got on your course, I was like, this thing is actually this. I said, but the truth is, I needed to tell you the truth even before you know me, so that when you join, you will not say, that is what they did. No, I would not like to sell. That I would never do that. I would not like to sell. So that is a standard quick reply. So I think that I said, you're not the only one that's ever taken offense to say, because you tell the person, if you want me to promise you, this program is not for you, please don't register. Do you understand? Like, it's the truth. How will I promise you what I cannot deliver? So it was not a personal thing. If somebody comes to our inbox tomorrow and asks us the same question, we'll give them the same reply, because it is something that we can't promise. So I am really excited. You are one of the retirees. Like, I keep seeing retirees coming to the academy to take this program to upgrade themselves. And hopefully you are not going to be one of the people that when we reach out to you to say, can you give us feedback about your journey? Where are you now? You will not tell us African jinxing and all, but that is just us joking. I really wish you well on this journey, because I really want to see this thing. And one last thing you mentioned about remote job, and that Michael also said is, please, I want you people to know that not only international jobs are remote jobs. Half of my team work for me, and they work it is a remote job. It may not be an international in the sense that they are within Nigeria and they are this thing, but I'm just saying that it is a remote job. There are so many organizations that are looking for people to work remotely with them in this country. Please do not close your eye to them, because one of the major things that you would enjoy in such organizations is you may be a superstar, because they may not even have the proper structure before you come in. You will go there and wow them with the structure of working properly remotely, and you become an asset to that organization. So you can even use it as in to climb up quickly within the same organization, or actually even get the experience and then move to the international scene. But please do not close your eye to organization. Did I say half? We are currently 10 on my team at the enterprise, and only 4 of us are on site. 6 people are not on site. So take note of that. Do not close your eyes. Okay. Okay, please unmute yourself.
Hello.
Hi, good evening.
Good
Please,
evening.
okay, now.
Can you hear me?
Good evening, ma'am. How are you doing?
I'm great, thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you perfectly.
All right. I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much. Honestly, because I had paid for other online courses. But your own was the one that just got me glued to what I was doing. I could look at you teaching and I would practice. I would look at you teaching and I would practice everything you did. I practiced every bit of detail. When you opened Google Sheet, I opened my own, and then I continued like that all through. Honestly, I want to say thank you. Thank you. And then the I don't know, the laughter, the enthusiasm you bring to the learning process is simply wonderful. Every learning module, every lesson, the laughter, there was so much joy on your face. It was, I don't know how to say it, but it kept me glued to the program. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
And
Thank you so much for
yesterday's
that.
clarity lesson, it was something else for me, because initially when I did my because I watched when I saw it on Instagram, I watched all the videos and I did my personality test and all that, and I sent a WhatsApp message to your number on iTrain Africa. I was told that I was going to do, I think it was content creation or something like that. I can't remember what. But when you said something different yesterday, it was like my heart, rested. It was like there was this peace in me that, because when I was told the other one, I didn't quite understand it. I didn't feel at home with it. But yesterday's clarity class, it was just for me, honestly. And I want to say thank you. Thank you
Thank
so
you so
much.
much.
Thank
So much.
you.
And I am happy I could address that. Because I'm sure it didn't just help you, help others that were in that situation.
Okay.
And that is why I keep holding this thing like twice a month. It's stressful. Like, if you know, like this week I've been under the weather. I just show up in this meeting, makeup and everything like that. But one of the things is teaching is my happy place. So I always tell people that if I ever tell you that I'm unwell, that I cannot teach, then I'm really like that unwell, because I'm the kind of person I could be unwell from morning and I not talk to anybody in my house. Just puts me in a teaching this thing, and I just activate. And after the way I'll just deflate. I'm like, but you are the one doing all this.
Yes.
Like fun fact, shortly before this meeting, I was really exhausted. I had to take paracetamol. I was like, I'm tired. Like, I'm not feeling well because I was on malaria drug, right? But I'm sure if I didn't mention it, nobody in this classroom would know.
Yeah,
because
no, we wouldn't have known.
Teaching is my happy place. And that intentionality of, trust me, I have we learned from a lot of boring teachers. So I think for me in that thing, I tell myself that it is already bad that people are learning one by one online. Like, they are learning only them. There is no social interaction.
Yes.
How do I ensure that the person, I can hold them in my classroom for that time without them getting really bored? So a lot of intentionality went into the happiness. Like, my team, I remember when I was recording that thing, sometimes on days I cannot even get my morale up, I'll say, you should go and buy me ice cream. I must take ice cream to be happy. So when my happiness comes back, I'm then going to record this thing, as in, like, they are here. I'm sure they can attest it. Like, a lot of intentionality went into the happiness that went into that course, because I always say, like, look, learning is already hard. Can we have happy teachers? Can we have happy teachers, so that people can at least be consuming hard learning, but in happiness? So thank you so much.
I want to ask a question.
Yes, please.
Have you ever thought of maybe reducing the standard of what you have in FSW for younger people? Because I have a child that I really would want to register.
How old is the child? How old?
He's a special needs person, so it's not an age thing.
Okay.
So I want to register him because I know he does very well in, observe and then do, do and then look and see and do and stuff like that. I know he does very well in it. But my problem is, if I register him for this, I might have to come and guide him again through it. So I'm just wondering, have you thought of, getting it down to the level of, younger people? Yes.
Yeah. I think we would need to consider that, because again, I don't know if Chineye mentioned it when she was speaking, that we were in a meeting, we were in a strategy meeting last week, and she was like, that was one of the points she brought. So it is one of those things that we have put on our table against 2025. In fact, we are actually thinking about 2025 August-ish.
Okay.
Again, I'm a very long planner. Like, I do long-term strategy and things like that. So trust me. And again, I don't do mediocre. So it's, for me, I always say, if I'm going to do it, I do it well. If I'm not going to do it, I won't do it at all. So it's one of those things that we have in our pipeline, but we would definitely don't let me say we definitely, like, let me just put it that we have it in our pipeline. And you people, alumni, you'll be the first to know when such thing comes to play. So don't worry, we would let you know when it happens.
Okay.
Thank you so much for your
Thank you so
confidence in the
much.
academy.
Thank you.
And
Thank
yeah,
you.
we will be seeing in the technical school.
Yes, I'm
Right.
still there. Thank you
Okay,
so
great.
much.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Adetinola Afsat. And after Adetinola is Ola, and we'll round off this meeting. I have an internal meeting with my project manager right now. And I'm seeing that she logged into that meeting. She has started chatting me to say, don't talk too much. Can you just let's get to this meeting? So please, Adetinola, go on.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity, Doc. I so much appreciate being on board. This is the second I'm having with the academy. The first one was the product management course, which I really struggled. I won't lie, but I appreciate the fact that I was able to take the course and I was able to skip through. And still, I'm still on learning course because it was a different ballgame for me. Initially, I was thinking if I could be able to handle it from the beginning. But on the way, I realized there is nothing impossible when you are intentional and you make it possible by telling us that whatsoever you want to do, just do it and put your mind and you find it doing. And I really find myself thankful to you for giving us that opportunity. It took me away from being a novice to who I am, to discover myself. I appreciate that. Win-win for me. This course as well that I started, which I was supposed to do before the product, I realized the fact that not doing it now is not even a waste, but is the type that give me upper edge to know that I have a lot able to handle. And I really appreciate doing that. But I was down during the course. I couldn't complete it because I was somehow hospitalized, but I thank God I'm still on it. And I promise myself I will deliver to achieve that goal from the onset of my mind being happy. Thank you very much. I appreciate your personality. I appreciate everything about you. I've not seen you, but I wish I could see you one day. I love you.
Thank you so much. And I love you. Thank you so much
well.
for feedback. Thank you so much for that feedback. And I'm happy that from the products where you struggled, you are able to take the BFS. Again, a lot of foundational knowledge needs to be taken before we progress in the technical school because it is harder. Trust me, I know that one, it is harder. So, and we are now going to add the last person, but not the least person in this meeting, who is Ola. Ola, please unmute yourself. You are the last person to speak at this meeting. Then we can then have a complete
Good evening,
bye-bye.
everyone. Good evening,
Oh,
everyone.
now Ola is a man.
Good evening. Yeah, I decided to come online since you said no man that can, to speak. First and foremost, I want to thank God Almighty, for keeping us still alive till today. Secondly, I want to thank you, Dr. AAA, for saving me from not paying $700. I was going to pay $700 for a course. And that's the truth. And I guess I had $500 and the man turned me down. So I flipped through Instagram and I came across you. Once again, I came across you, I guess, last year. And when I wrote to you, you said you only admit women and youths. So I was not privileged to take that. But this time around, I was told that, yeah, men can, register. So I'm not going to take your time. I want to say a very, very big thank you to you. A lot of things I thought I knew, I never knew. I had to unlearn to relearn. It's... I actually deleted my LinkedIn 2 years ago because I wasn't getting anything out of it. And, like you said, I've been an entrepreneur for a year. I mean, for quite a year, 20 years, and I've not been able to do, get anything done on LinkedIn. So I just deleted it. But, that was an eye opener for me. I'm not going to take your time. I want to thank everybody in my group. Group 4, I was a chief servant. You know what I mean by the chief servant? I didn't know when they made me the chief servant of that group. And this is what you gave to me. My name is Charles Olagbite Joseph. So I just decided to put, that there. And this award is for everybody in my group. Everybody. I'm not going to mention that boy's name because when I'm stuck, I was doing 3 courses at the same time with this. I was doing a course with the American Embassy, and I needed to finish within a month. And that, the American, how they do the educational thing. It could be, stressful. And when I'm stuck, I reach out to my team members, and they are always there to also assist me. And I want to say, I love you all. Thank you, all of you in group 4. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I want to thank you. Everybody, everybody. Thank you so much. So thank you, Mark. We'll continue the lecture. I'm actually spread the news to my friends. I'm bringing about 5 friends to join you in yes. And then I'll come to Abiola back to come and see, and we could talk about how we could bring in youths who do not have the funds to run this course and what we can do, to assist people, in Africa, because in Africa, we're really, really, really lacking behind.
Yeah, we are backwards.
We are backwards, Thank you so much. So
thank you so much for that, this thing. And Basira, we really need to go. So I'm just going to give you maybe 30 seconds. Basira, please, 30 seconds. We really need to go now. Basira Oreagba, your hand is raised. Basira, can you kindly unmute yourself and speak for 30 seconds? While you are trying to unmute, Michael, we don't do a PMP certification. We don't do that. That is not what we do. Our project management program is a skills-based program, not a certification-focused program. So it is not a PMP certificate, okay? It is a project management that teaches you the skills of project management, not a PMP certification. Okay, great. Basira, I can see you're not unmuting. I'll just let you lower your hand. Can you get a replay of clarity session yesterday is on YouTube? And Chinenye, please put that replay. And that yesterday's replay. So, and Abimbola, thank you so much, Dr. A, including the free clarity session. I know how much I paid for a clarity session a while back. Yet nothing came out of it. I know, and I'm happy that you could save that. And no, this is not to say that they overcharged you, because again, like I said, I did my research when I was going to release this. A counterpart course was offering it at $1,650. So I know what the program is worth. In fact, in our talks with partners that we are trying to offer it for some people in the Netherlands, we are definitely not charging them $40, $50. We are charging them more than this. Again, this is a way of ensuring that Africans can accelerate and we can achieve the SDGs. So thank you very much. I'm going to allow everyone to be able to unmute themselves. I'm going to stop sharing screen because I want to see your beautiful faces. Okay, great. So it's not discount, it's actually a referral something. So some people have said, oh, and please, another thing we always ask is, some of you are in important places in government, you are in whatever, you are heading your church, one thing, and they're always talking about empowerment program, blah, 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 and they'll be calling some big names that they will say not have impact. But some of you are in that position to say, okay, if we want to empower 1,000 youth in our church, let's get them enrolled onto this program. Please do reach out via email. We are open to, because the truth is, this 10 million we are talking about, it is people like you that are becoming our ambassadors, our movement people. You have experienced it. So it's not like you are trying to sell something you don't know. You are basically saying, see, I understand like this thing. So you are that government person, you are that head of a church, head of a mosque, head of an organization, but you want to train your people in your organization because your staff are always screaming and all those things, send them to WFX. If it is a large number of people, like when I say large, in hundreds to thousands of people and all that, you need us to speak to someone, please. I always put the caveats to that. Do very believe in merit That is just how I always say that someone's office 100 times to just this is so like a lot of the things that you probably do in those kind of places, it doesn't sit well with me. So please, I always say, I put a caveat to say, please, if you need us to speak or something, it means that if you need me to come and showcase the goodness of the program, I'm happy to show up in your this thing. And as in when I say show up, whether it is a virtual meeting and things like that, and we can have this done. Our email is open. You can also reach out to us on WhatsApp. Let's ensure more people who need this. We are spending millions heavily to create awareness about this, to ensure that the people that need it, it reaches them. So be part of the goodness by giving back to ensure people that need it are reaching it. So someone asked us about this thing. It's not a discount coupon, it's but we have not sorted out the modalities. I mentioned it at your workshop, meaning that we want to give you a unique link for like a unique link of a student where you can then, like, let's say there's a Basira now, that Basira will have a unique referral code in such a way that that referral code, if your friend uses it, you get a point. And if you accumulate several points, you are able to get, like, your points can get you, it's like you are using, if you use like a supermarket, it's like, what's it called? Loyalty card, something like that, that you can keep accumulating points in your loyalty card in such a way that you can then use it to get like a reduced fee of your own program when you want to take another program at the academy. So it's not like it's not discount on the program. It's just like a saying thank you, like, oh, somebody, 10 people, 20 people, 30 people used your loyalty card. Of course, there's a limit to the maximum. Is like, let me say, for instance, now you said 30 people, and the entire, maybe the loyalty card for every, let's say for every point you accumulate, let's say it's 2,000, 1,000, 3,000, whatever it is, you now say, oh, I accumulated 100 points, is more than this thing. Like, we are not giving you money. We are only saying, oh, you can use it to claim something from iTrain Africa in that thing. And for instance, let's say you get a loyalty card of points of, like, let me say 30,000 naira in equivalent. Then you can say, oh, I want to do internship of 91,350, 375. Let me, you take that loyal as a point from my loyalty and I balance you. That is the way we want this to work. But we are still trying to figure out the logistics of it, because you are quite a number of students. So issuing each person loyalty card and referral, this thing is, there's logistical this thing to it. So yeah, that's my guys, you and your team are ready. That's what once we sort out the logistics and we see that it's working, we would let you know how you can hand that loyalty by, you know, getting someone else to be a part of the academy, and you are earning points. So that is how this is going to work. We want it to work like that, but the logistics needs to be put in everyone, and you can all unmute yourself at this point to say good night and congratulations once again on your graduation.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you,
Be great. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Doctor.
Thank you.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you. God bless you.
Wonderful
Thank
you.
you. It's been awesome. Thank you.
We hope that
Congratulations, classmates.
Congratulations,
I've been
everyone.
very pleased.
Really appreciate you, man.
Have
Thank
an
you
amazing,
very
amazing,
much.
amazing, amazing. God, know your
Awesome.
ways.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
very
you,
much.
Doctor. Thank you,
Good to meet
Esther.
you,
Thank you,
my
Aisha.
fellow
Thank
colleague.
you,
Thank
Chineke.
you.
Thank you, everybody. Nice
Congrats,
to meet you.
everyone.
Thank you.